All right, episode 6 of the Jolly Chamber podcast, and today we have SIX9TALES. How are you, mate? Dude, listen, we did try and practice this like 10 seconds ago before. It's hard. I can't do it.
Also, I'm like mirrored, so I don't know which way it's going. It could be saying 96 right now. We don't know.
I think it is.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm good, mate. It's a Friday night, you know, getting on the old sauce. Hey. So this podcast could divulge into an absolute chaos, but we'll try and keep it on track. Last time I saw you was at the TCG Collectibles Expo in Melbourne, hosted by Midnight Traders. And you were very busy that day. You were at the Pokerbox table, and you were also at the TC group table as well.
Yeah,
and then on top of that, you were on stage ripping packs at one point. Busy day for you?
Yeah, it was a busy day. It was lots of fun though. So I was booth pitching for Pokebox, but like, Pokebox, so like whatever. And I was intertwining between TC group because, Siggy breaks and whatnot. I fully understand. So I was like between two booths, and it was like super busy for like the first side of the day. So I was just like running around, but it was so much fun. Like I literally, because I was I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit devo when I found out I was like gonna be behind the booth. I was like, oh, I've got FOMO. Everyone's gonna have so much fun. I've got FOMO. But I literally had like the best time. Like it was so much fun. And then like I got to cruise around a bit towards the end of the day because it quieted down a bit, and that's when I hopped on stage with you. And I think I ripped open a booster of 151 with WATTO. It was lots of fun. It was good. It was really fun. And I'm excited.
You actually,
the next one.
I just remembered now, you actually also did the Palms Off Gaming challenge video on the same day as well, didn't you? Did they have like a $50 challenge and you got the... Yeah. What did you get again?
No, I didn't even have $50, so I should have actually won that, to be honest. I just did the thing without having any money. So I managed to... So I was booth pitching over 2 booths. I was streaming on YouTube with you. I was doing a challenge with Pog. I was just... headless chook all day. It was good though. I was just running off chaos. It was fun. I loved it. I can't fun.
It was a chaotic day, eh? Like it was actually pretty hectic. I think at the end I only got to walk around maybe like 2 or 3 times. Like I would try and someone else would be on stage and I'd try and walk around and try and go buy some stock to like rip. But it was just busy. There was people everywhere. It was intense.
Yeah.
But
it was been so intense for you though. Like I was thinking because I got there at the start of the day. I think you got there pardon me. I think you got there before me, obviously, to like set up and stuff.
I still rocked up an hour late.
Yeah, but like if I was doing that for the entire day, I would lose my fucking marbles. Like I just so I highly commend you for what you did. I don't know. I could not. My social battery would be by 11 a.m. I reckon.
There was an hour. I think when you watch it back on the stream, I'm actually complaining to the people. I'm like, I need someone to come back because actually, you know what? Watto and Swadsy both screwed me, right? Because Swadsy stands up and goes, oh, do you want me to get you a drink? I'm like, oh yeah, that'd be grouse, bro. 45 minutes later, he's still talking with people at the front, never got me the drink and never came back. So I had to like just stay on the stream by myself. And Watto was like, oh, I'll get a box to rip and I'll bring it back. And Watto didn't come back either. They both left me stranded. I'm sitting there hungry, thirsty, with like nothing to rip.
I was sitting behind you when you were making this very complaint. I remember. You were like, yeah, well, my friends were supposed to go grab me food and then come back, but they didn't even grab me food. And they just left me here, starving. I literally almost passed out. And I was like, Jolie, I was just thinking, I was like, I would fuck.
Yeah, yeah. No, they were good. No, that was they good. Well, Swadsy like flew all the way from like, Adelaide. So he's, getting around, meeting people. So I can understand that. But Watto just left me for dead. So fuck you, Watto. Next time I see him. But how'd you go? How'd you go on live, like doing a live? Because you haven't done any lives yet on your YouTube channel, eh?
Oh my god. So okay. So I don't understand how people do it. I feel like my eyes would have to be like that because you're like ripping packs and you're looking at the chat and then you got to like respond to the chat while you're ripping packs, and you've also got to make sure your hand is in front of this camera to make sure the chat can see the packs and like W's and whatnot. And like I just feel like that's so. It was just so much going on. So when I was doing it, I was like stressed. I was like, I remember, I don't know, I was like watching back on it when it like came out. And I was opening the packs and the microphone was like here. And I was like, yeah, so what do we have, like a chance here? And then like I just pulled a side arc and the microphone's like all the way back here now.
Oh, fire. I think I remember
And
that
you're like,
actually. You were talking, and the mic was at your head. I think I remember that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was just not good. And I think when I was like, oh, put the packs in front of the camera, and you were like, oh my God, put the microphone here, and I was like, guys, please, this is my first stream.
Yeah. It is.
But
It
yeah,
is like that though. The first one, like you kind of, oh shit, the chat, this, that, and you're like, oh my god, is the internet even working? It's yeah.
that's what I mean. And it's like you did the whole entire day that I just would have just been like, sorry, chat. I'm clocking out. 11 a.m. See you later. I always think because like I really wanted to. Funnily enough, I didn't actually want to start. Well, it's not like I didn't want to start YouTube, but that wasn't in the initial plan. I actually wanted to start Twitch streaming.
Oh
But
really?
yeah. So I started my page as like a way to like I don't know express myself, Pokemon,
Yeah.
whatever. I need to just like divulge into this. But I originally wanted to veer into Twitch because I was like, oh, you make money while playing games, sick. Uh, mm, looks hard.
Yeah.
Same reasons I listed before. I would need eyes that go in different directions. Imagine playing a game and trying to like speak to people.
It's a
I
different.
can't do that.
It is different. It is harder.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I can't even like. Okay, first person shooter games where you have to be kind of ambidextrous and use like an arrow and like the other buttons. I can't do that. Imagine me doing that and then like there's a chat on the other screen. I don't even own two fucking computer screens.
So, so were you gonna do gaming or were you gonna do Pokemon on Twitch?
I was planning on doing gaming.
Yeah.
I love Tekken. I'm obsessed with Tekken, so
Oh,
I was
nice.
planning on that. Yeah, yeah. Big fan of Tekken since God, like Tekken 3 or Tekken 4.
Yeah.
My sister and I would go to Video Easy and rent Tekken 4 because we didn't have the game. And then I've started buying the game since 5. I think 8's just come out, so
Yeah.
I need
It's
to go
still
and grab.
going. It's a long
Yeah, and
franchise.
yeah, but you know the best thing? I know no moves, no combos, but I know how to button mash so good.
Yeah.
My fingers remember. It's like muscle memory, like you know, it's like riding a bike. My fingers like, and I hold the controller in the most cooked way. I'll give you an example. Use my hairbrush. I'll hold the controller like, you know how you're supposed to kind of hold it like that?
Yeah.
I will literally hold it like that's where I'll press that's like the 0 and the X,
Yeah.
and this is the and my fingers have memorized the combos, but I don't know what I'm pressing.
But that's the
But
trendy way to do it now. Have you watched the people on like YouTube and like when they do the speed runs of Mario? That's how they hold the controls now. So you're just trendy.
yeah,
You're ahead of the trend, mate.
I was way ahead of the trend. I was doing that back in Tekken 4. I was what like I don't even know how old it was. But yeah, I'm like a professional button masher with Tekken. I also love Mortal Kombat as well.
Oh,
I do
dude.
know a few of the fatality moves. Like, how could you not? I'm fun fact about me. I love ROM hacking. So
What's that?
I love
ROM
playing
hacking.
ROM hacking, like Pokemon ROM hacks. Have you heard of it? Are you familiar?
I am not trendy at all. I have no idea what you're talking about. Please
I
explain.
mean, it's not. I don't trendy. I think it's a bit yeah. I don't think trendy people do this, but like, so what you do, you get like an emulator and you download that onto your device or whatever you want to play. So like your laptop or your phone or whatever it might be, and then you can like illegally download Pokemon Red, like the older like Game Boy games onto
Oh
your
yeah, yeah,
emulator.
yeah.
And then people have made these additional games that like integrate with those. I don't know if I'm explaining this right. I could be just lying right now. I'm pulling this out of my ass, but this is what I understand it
I'll
as.
believe whatever
So,
you say. I don't know. Yeah.
so these people have developed these games that sort of like intertwine with like they usually are based off like Fire Red or like Emerald Green, and they're called ROM hacks. And what they are, they're like modified Pokemon games. So they're like they change the storyline, they change the amount of Pokemon that's in the game, they can change the maps,
Yeah.
they can change the way you interact with things. But yeah, no, so I'm really into ROM hacking, yeah, I love playing ROM hacks. For anyone watching out there, Pokemon Unbound is the best one. Look that up.
Yeah.
Chat. And it's not a ROM hack. It's like a downloadable game that you can put on your PC. It's called Pokemon Fusion, Infinite Fusion. Have you heard?
I'm
Are
not
you
this.
familiar?
I'm not this trendy, eh?
No, it's not. I don't think it's a trendy thing to do. I think it's a bit niche, if I'm being honest. So Pokemon Infinite Fusion is sick because you get two Pokemon and they've got like Pokemon for almost from almost every generation. You get two Pokemon and you can fuse them together and it makes like a fused Pokemon. So I was gonna like
That's pretty
Twitch
cool.
and like it's sick. Like
Yeah.
look it up. It's fucking sick. I'm gonna note that down
Yeah.
so you remember to look it up. It's a fucking sick game. You can like download sprites. Actually, I was a mod in the Discord server for that game, like approving
Yeah.
people's and stuff. Yeah, I was fully into it for a very long time. So yeah, I don't think it's a trendy thing to do. I think it's a bit of a basement dweller thing to do. But anyway,
Well,
we crack on.
I thought Pokemon is a basement dweller thing. I thought Pokemon
Yeah.
was dead and buried before I got back into it. I thought it was like no one
When
was
did you
doing
get
it.
back?
I literally opened up my first pack of Pokemon cards like 2.5 years ago. Like,
Your first pack ever?
yeah, like I didn't care about it. I thought Pokemon was stupid until I was literally like 36 years old.
That's fucking crazy. So I really want you to look at Infinite Fusion because it is a fucking sick game. Infinite Fusion.
So
I'll send it to you.
So did you ever actually play these on Twitch, or did you? So you actually did set up the Twitch? Oh, you didn't do it? No.
No, so what I did was I set up my page, my Instagram page, just like as like just like a personal thing, just like to show my stupid edits and whatnot. And then I gained a bit of like a little bit of a following, and I was like, and then I actually kind of had to sit there and think and go, right, can you realistically do Twitch? No, your eyes don't go in different directions. You can't do that. And obviously, I'd become friends with like Watto and Swansea and you know the gang there and they were on YouTube and I was just like, all right, I'll give it a crack. And yeah, it's fun. It's fucking treacherous though, I will say. Like the editing takes a lot longer than a reel.
For the Pokemon, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask you about that because like your edits are pretty intense.
Oh my god, thank you so much. It's like, intense in a bad way.
Yeah, like it's. I think it actually matches though your persona, which is actually a good thing too. Like you're very quick and you do talk a lot, so it's good to have the quick, sharp edits and with all the shut up, bitch, and all that over the top. Yeah, the rock. It's pretty good. So how'd you learn to do all that, or how did you? Actually, before I get into that, so how come Pokemon? How did you go from I'll do gaming to ripping packs?
All right, so I'll tell you my whole timeline.
Yep.
Story time.
Yeah.
Clickbait.
Do it.
This is my whole episode. Perfect. I've got something that can match this story. Right.
Yep.
So I watched the first Pokemon movie in '99, and I was about 2 or 3 years old, very young. And Video Easy. Video Easy, not sponsored. I don't think it even exists anymore.
I wish it did.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, what do we? So I would go to Video Easy. I watched it once, and I would every single week we'd go there for Saturday night movies, of course. And I'd get the Pokemon movie. But what really got me was the little like pre-movie before the movie, Pikachu's Vacation.
Oh yeah,
I was
forgot about
obsessed with that, and I literally have.
Holy shit! Is that?
Yeah, my C graded 9.4 Pikachu's Vacation comic from 1998.
Holy shit, that's awesome. Where'd you get that from?
I got it. I'm part of this group chat. You know, the Dizzy group chat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So someone was selling it. And I was like, oh my god, dude, why are you selling this? This is like the sickest thing ever. That is the coolest thing in my collection. So everyone gets a first look. Because I was gonna make a post about that, but you know what? Yeah,
that's pretty sick. That's actually a pretty cool. Not a lot of people are gonna have that in their collection.
No,
that's pretty dope. I haven't seen that before. So that's actually pretty mad.
Yeah, it's genuinely the coolest thing in my collection, and it's the one thing in my collection where everything I own has some sort of like sentimental value. Like I got into Pokemon because it is a sentimental thing for me. I don't get into it for like the money or the the trading or the flips or whatnot. Not gonna lie, it's fun. I do dabble in it. But everything in my collection means something to me, but that is just full on. I don't know. I can't describe it. It's the coolest thing, but it's like the thing that means the most. Like if my house is on fire, I'd grab that first or anything else. So yeah, no, that's so I started off watching the anime. So I'd watch the movie and then I'd watch the anime on like Tozu TV in the morning. Like again, of course. Like what else am I gonna do? And then my dad and I went to Pipeworks Market. And he bought me an R4 Nintendo game. Yeah. And had all these games on it. I was going through, I was on my DS, and I was like looking through the games. I was like, Pokemon? That's a TV show. What the freak? and I go
Didn't
into
even know
it.
it
I'm
was a
like,
game. Didn't even know it was a
no,
game.
no idea. I had no idea it was a game. I thought it was just a TV show. I was like, what the fuck? This TV show is a game? That's fucking sick. So I was, so I got into it, and my first ever game was Diamond and Pearl
Oh yeah, yeah,
from the or from Pipeworks, and I was like, holy shit, this game is sick. And then like from that game onwards, I've played every game. I think I missed Black and White. But yeah, I've played every single game since then. And then I'm kind of the same as you. I ripped into my first pack, yeah, around like 2 years ago. Like
yeah,
not that long ago. Yeah, because our primary school had I think everyone got into like trading cards when they were younger. So, but like in my primary school, trading cards weren't a thing. It was always Tamagotchis and Scoobies.
yeah.
Like, yeah, so that wasn't like it wasn't
Wait,
really
and
a thing.
Scoobies? What was that?
You don't know what Scoobies are?
What's a Scooby?
Okay,
I'm
so
not trendy.
it's
I
like
don't know anything about nothing, eh?
this is back in the day. It's not even trendy. So Scoobies is like long plastic. It sounds very exhilarating
Yeah.
when you put it this way. Long plastic, colorful strings that you weave together, and it makes like a cool little
Oh,
weaved.
those little rubber things that are like colorful and you make
Yeah, like
bands and
you
flowers
like
and
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Like
no, I know what they are now. I didn't know they were called Scoobies, eh?
yeah, yeah. It's literally Scoobies.
Yeah,
Golly please, we history books.
yeah,
So we were into Scoobies and we were into Tamagotchis, but no trading cards. I think I did try to get my parents to get me a pack once because I saw Pikachu on it, and I think my mum was like, "I'm not fucking buying you cards. Like,
yeah.
what? That's pointless." And I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, fair enough." But yeah, a couple years ago, started ripping into packs, and then I reckon for like the past year, I've been like seriously collecting. Um, and yeah, I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
Oh, bad, eh? It is like that, eh? So you went
Yeah.
from just loving it to had a break. Did you have the same break? Everyone seems to have that high school break where you can't be seen liking Pokemon, and then you get back into it later in life where you're like, I'm a bit chilled now. I'll start collecting stuff. Was it kind of like that, or was it like you still liked Pokemon the whole way through, or?
No, I definitely liked Pokemon the whole way through. I never was really like I think this is where I guess I differ is because like I kind of was always quiet about it. Like when I was younger watching the Pokemon movie every week and I was like, "Oh yeah, fuck yeah." Like, but I don't know, like I think when I just kind of got into primary school, you're like 6 years old, all the way through high school, I just sort of was like, I wouldn't be like if someone asked me, I wouldn't be like, "Oh, ew, Pokemon, what the freak?" I'd be like, yeah, I love Pokemon. Pokemon's sick. I'd have like Pokemon keychains. But I think from like the past couple of years, I've been really outspoken about my love of the whole franchise. So yeah, I've always sort of been quiet about it, but not for the reasons of being embarrassed for it, if that makes sense. I
Yeah,
just, yeah. But now I'm like finding every opportunity to bring it up. And so I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll make a page about it.
yeah.
And now I make videos about it. And now I'm on
And
this podcast.
I know, right? How quickly is that slippery slope, eh? It goes from
Oh,
I'll buy a pack to ooh, that was fun. I'm gonna buy an ETB to I need a channel now to now I'm on stage ripping packs. Like what the freak, you know? And
yeah,
working at
yeah.
card stores as well. On top of that, you're working at a card.
I was literally gonna say, hey, yeah, first of all, what the freak? Second of all, do you have the gambling addiction gene? Because I have the gambling addiction gene,
Oh,
and it does go very well with
I
opening packs.
so I don't. So I actually did get into gambling. This sounds bad, but I did get into gambling maybe like 10 years ago, like actual
No, don't be
pokies and
ashamed.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
don't be
actual
ashamed. 'Cause I'm about to tell you a story. I'll tell you a story after you tell your story about my gambling as compared to you.
yeah,
Please
like
go on.
I did for like 2 years. Like I did date someone who probably was actually a gambler, but like in your head you justify it at the time, you know. But it got to the point where it's like you go to buy a pair of shoes and you're like, I don't want to buy those pair of shoes. It's like $100. That's expensive. And then go put
Mm,
250 in the pokies that night whilst
mm-hmm,
drinking, and you're like, hang on a minute, I could have not
mm,
done that, got the shoes,
mm,
and had $150 in my pocket.
mm-hmm.
Like, and then
Yeah,
it got to a point where I said, I got to stop that. So I literally just stopped one day. Actually, when I broke up with that person, I stopped gambling immediately. And then every now
oh,
and then, like if I go to the like casino with, you know, the mates or whatever, and when I say
oh
every now
yeah,
and then, like once or twice in the past
yeah,
10 years,
yeah, yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, like we'll play like roulette or something. But yeah, the last time I gambled, I put like $20 in the pokies, and this was like last year.
Yeah.
And even it's like $20, and my missus like, oh, now it's gone. And we're like, what the hell? What'd you do that? $20? And you're like, yeah, I know, right? In my head, I'm like, that's like 4 Pokemon packs. Like,
Yeah, literally.
but then,
So at this stage, I was so this was actually during COVID. I think I was at like the peak of my gambling era. My grandfather, digital footprint. Oh, whatever. I don't care. My grandfather, he was a gambling addict. So
yeah.
it kind of runs in my family. I got the addiction gene, unfortunately. So maybe that's why I'm so into Pokemon. I don't know. But during COVID, like I've always loved the races. I've always gone to the races. I live right near Moonee Valley Racecourse, so
Oh,
you
wow.
know, I'll hop on Ladbrokes every now and then, sue me. But during COVID, I had nothing to do, so I was drinking, as we were talking about earlier. I was drinking on the weekdays, and then I was like, oh, I might as well fucking chuck a bet on the horses in Hong Kong, like. And it got to this
You
stage
say
where
horses in Hong
Ladbrokes.
Kong? Like, oh, there's a
Well,
race happening across the like ocean, you know?
what else am I gonna do? I've watched fucking The Office like 7 times in a row. That gets boring after a while. I'm gonna hop on Ladblokes. Jeez.
Oh, far out.
Yeah, so I would go on it that often. One day I was working from home. I got a call and I was like, I don't know this number. I'll let it leave a message. The message is like, hey, it's such and such from Ladbloke. Like, no, sorry, it started off, it was like, hey, Ellie, like address me by my name. Hey, Ellie, it's such and such from Ladbrokes.
Hilarious.
I've deposited, yeah, I've deposited $100 in bonus bets in your account. Yeah, just like give me a call back if you have any questions, yada yada yada. It got to the point where I had like a personal lad bloke's assistant
Yeah.
calling the number because they obviously recognize through their system. Oh yeah, this bitch loves fucking
She likes gambling.
fun.
Would you like some more
Yeah,
credits?
Yeah, literally. And I was like, and I got that call and I sort of looked at the text message, voice message it left, and I was like, I looked at my phone like this. I was like, let's stop that. That's
Yeah.
embarrassing. So, yeah, I stopped gambling frequently after that. I used to love a cash sesh as well before that as well. So I love going to the casino.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's pretty fun. The bright lights,
yeah,
dressing up, it's good fun.
yeah, and it smells good too.
Oh,
Because
hell
I
yeah.
used to work at the Peter Alexander at Crown.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, and so I knew a few secrets. So you know how Crown Casino has that smell? Like you walk in, you're like, oh, what's that? It's just a nice smell. It's like kind of citrusy.
Yeah.
It's just like a. So apparently, according to like science and stuff, scientists made the scent for Crown Casino because it encourages people to spend more money, apparently.
Yeah. People like
Anyway.
being there, the smell, the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was scientifically developed to make people like, enjoy the atmosphere, but also spend more money. There's like some sort of scent. I don't fucking know. But anyway, the store next to us sold the candle for that smell. I went through like 5 of those candles because I fucking love the way Crown smells. But I don't know, you're just that thing of like getting that black $100 chip and you're like, oh, yeah, that feels good.
It's rockstar, eh? It feels like a rockstar moment, but you have enough of those nights where you don't come home with those chips. And yeah, it's my mate. I have the one story that really sticks with me is I went out one night with my mate. He'd probably hate me telling this story. We're going to tell it anyway. But we went out.
Wait.
Was
Like
that?
speaking up after you, mate. I thought you were like, oh, you're gonna hate me telling this story. I was like, oh no, please go ahead. But
No,
I
he's
realized
gonna hate me saying this story. Like we went out one night and he ended up being like 2,500. I think it's 2,500 up. Like he literally just like gangster night, and we're like buying drinks. We're talking about getting a hotel room. We're getting shots, having a good night. And he walked past the table, and it was like fully like you couldn't even write a movie like this. It was like. Red on the roulette table. It was like red. And he's like, oh, it's gotta be black soon, right? It's gotta be black. I shit you not, right? It went red like another 4 or 5 times, like in a row. It was like a movie. It was like a comedy movie watching him, and he just lost because obviously he lost a bit. You go, oh, double down. And he ended up going home. I think he ended up being 200 in the red, like behind. So he went from 2,000 up to 200 down. And then at the end, we're sitting there at Macca's. I still remember this moment. It'll stick with me for the rest of my life. We're sitting there at Macca's, kind of not really talking because we're kind of a little bit bummed out about how the night just panned out. And he's like, and he said to me, he goes, oh, well, it's not like I had that money anyway. And it's like, in my head, I'm like, but you fucking did. You fucking did have the money. We could have just walked away. We could have got a hotel room. We could have fucking like had a good night. We could have gone to some big nightclub, get bottles. Like, oh, fuck. But But yeah, so
Could have gone
kids
Rippers.
don't gamble.
Yeah, literally. Because then you have fucking lad blokes calling you up saying, "Hey, we've got bonus bets for you, Ellie,"
Yeah.
and or you'll be sitting at Macca's at the end of the night when you could have been in a hotel room. So
The Macca's conversation, like, it's an eye opener. I'll tell you that. Sitting there at the
yeah,
food court, not at a nice
oh,
restaurant at like
no,
at Crown, at
you're
Macca's,
not,
eating your $4
you're not,
cheeseburger, going, something went wrong
you're,
today.
yeah, and I'm assuming this would have been in like the early hours of the morning.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
get a
So
few
you
drinks and your gambling's kind of fun. Woo! But yeah.
yeah, 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 it's fun. And then it's fun until the anxiety kicks in and you're like, oh, I've lost $200.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, that could have gone to a new pair of shoes.
Could have got the shoes.
But yeah, so I think I'm kind of, yeah, like at the end of COVID, I sort of, I don't know if I had an epiphany or if I just was fucking sick of it because I was like, during COVID, you're by yourself or you're within that little bubble of like your house or who you're with or however many months it was over a year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was too long.
You really have time to sit there. Yeah, too long. You have time to sit there and think about your life. And you're like, wow, okay, so this is what I'm currently doing. Let's maybe stop that. Because yeah, I had a bit of a run with the gambling stuff. Not as bad as your Macca's mate situation, I would say. But bad enough for Ladbrokes to be calling me
yeah.
and addressing me properly. Yeah, like during my, I think would have started around 2013, 2014, 16, 17. I'd go out every single weekend, pretty much. And yeah, be drinking and other activities. And I don't know, like I just but like it became almost like routine.
Yeah.
And when I was in COVID, that routine broke because you couldn't do any of that stuff. And then I don't know, I got that addressed phone call from Ladbrokes and I was like, all right, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what do you want to do with your life? I'm like 24, 23 at this point. So my like frontal lobe is like kind of developing as well. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? Who am I? What year is it?
Yeah.
How old? Where? Yeah. So I think it was so weird. Like I've completely gone from like one end of the spectrum to another because I was a fucking loose cannon back in the day. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I was.
Back in the day, just back in the day.
I loved Cloud9. So, like I used to have a fucking crack, and now I've just completely gone the complete opposite. I've gone into like. Yeah, I've always been obsessed with Pokemon, but I've just like fully delved into that. I'm like obsessed with like, the grind, if you will. So like I love my job. I'm constantly working on something. I'm not going out doing the drinks, doing the other such activities. Yep. And yeah, I don't know. Like I've just one end to the other, and I feel like my life is just it's stressful. Definitely, I relate too heavy on like the burnout side of things.
Yeah.
It's definitely stressful, but you know what? Like, it was also stressful being hungover on a Sunday and going, "What the fuck did I do?" or "What the fuck did I say?" or, it's like I guess what's the word? Constructive stress, if you will.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm working towards something as well, and I'm doing something that I still love and enjoy, and I'm getting my dopamine from elsewhere, and yeah. So that's essentially how I got into this, and this is where I am.
Well,
thanks, Mike.
No, it's good. It is like another when you get into something like Pokemon or collecting, I guess. Like it is another, like you say, it is kind of another addiction, I guess. But
100%.
like you say, with that the good stress, it is more fun working on like a video or editing, learning something, going, oh, this is painful, I hate this, than it is, like you say, sitting around on a Sunday, being hungover, going, my head hurts, I'm just going to sit here and watch The Office, season 3 again,
Yeah.
But,
You're not sitting there on Sunday going like, I've created 7 more holes in my brain. Like I will work, and like during like if the grind gets tough, I will sit there and go, what the fuck am I doing? Like this is hectic. Like what have you gotten yourself into? And I will have my second thoughts and my doubts, and I'm like, and then I'll like quickly snap back out of it. I'll be like, this is literally your dream. This is literally what you've been wanting your entire life. Because during that time I had no direction of what I was going to do. Like I had no idea. Like I was like, oh, I guess I'll get into like marketing. Worked in corporate Australia for 3 or 4 years, and I was like, fuck this, man.
Yeah.
This is I don't even know. It was sterile. That's like the
Yeah.
best way to describe it. It was just like, oh, like let's loop back. Fuck off. Like I just I could like yuck, cunt, like yuck.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty much like able, like, I'm still able to like use my marketing skills or whatever because I do enjoy it. But I'm like marketing stuff that I enjoy. And
Yeah.
I'm working and I'm doing that for a company that I love and enjoy, and I've been a customer with for like, a few months, like a fair few months prior. And yeah, fuck, I forgot the original question.
Yeah. Well, that's a good segue. So how did you get into the social? Was that from another previous job? Like, because obviously,
Hmm.
because through Pokerbox. So what is it that you do at Pokerbox?
I wear many hats.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's good
Because
though.
you're like the
So
social
I'll
media. Sorry, you're the social
yeah.
media
Mm. Yeah,
guru.
yeah, yes.
Yeah, is that the
Yeah, yeah, social media manager, if you will.
social
Yes.
media manager? There you go. Yep.
Yeah, so that's my main role, but that I'll be like helping out like with retail things, and things like trade shows, and um but yeah, so I was actually, what was the timeline of my life at this stage? Yeah, so I last year I went through a bit of a depression, if you will. And I was unemployed for a bit because it was due to burnout from working in corporate Australia, amongst other things. I'm sure the partying in my previous years didn't help, lockdowns, all that good stuff. Um, I was unemployed for a bit, and I was actually, this is kind of when I started opening packs, and I was like, oh, look, Pokemon's bringing me joy. And then, so I'd visit my local card store, and that was Pokebox. And like, they're like 5 minutes away from me. So I'd be there, like, ordering online to pick up a fair few times. And I saw they were hiring, and I was like, this is like, I was pretty fucking depresso, and I wasn't getting out of bed, but like I saw this like thing that they were hiring, and I was like, I have to do it. Like I have to go. Fully wrote up this new resume. I like went into the store with my resume in person. Like who the fuck does that anymore? But I did because I was like that keen. I was like, I need this. Like let's fucking go. Like this is it. And yeah, I was lucky enough to land it, and it's just been like up ever since. Like things have just been sick. So I'm very grateful to have my position there. And that's how I sort of got into it. I just saw it and I saw the opportunity. I was like, I need to take this by the balls immediately. So I did.
That's awesome. And you got that
Yeah.
before you started the YouTube channel, yeah. So you were like sort
Yeah.
of getting
Yeah.
back in the scene, and you're like, oh yeah, this is what I want. Like this is a
Yeah. I wasn't even in the scene before that, I guess you could say. Like um, yeah, before I got hired at People's, wasn't part of any community, any sort of Pokemon scene. I was doing it literally just by myself. My friends weren't particularly into Pokemon or anything. So I was ripping packs by myself. It was just like a personal sort of like hobby. And I started working at Pokebox, and then I think that's where I got exposed to the community. I was like, oh shit, there's people that actually enjoy this. I was like, yeah, no shit, kind of like obviously.
yeah.
But that's what I'm thinking.
It is like that though. Like I thought Pokemon was fully dead, yeah? Like I thought it was dead when I first started getting back into it, and I was like, oh yeah. And then you realize that the scene's like fully oversaturated. Like it's not dead at
It's
all.
well and
Like if anything, there's too many people doing it.
there's the scene is well and truly alive.
Yeah, bad,
I just yeah. Because you've got all these young kids who are now what, 25, 35.
We're all in
going,
our 30s.
"Cool."
Most of us are in our 30s.
Oh, I have realized that. I get really surprised by some people. Like they'll tell me the age. I'm like, oh shit, I am a young little tadpole compared to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like these kids that have grown up and they're going, oh shit, I have money. I love nostalgia. Like that's yeah.
It is the nostalgia, and it's also part of that gambling. Like there is that bit as well where I'm trying to get out of that now as well myself, because like you rip boxes for like, I've been doing it for nearly 2 years, and then I'm like, hang on a minute, like I could have gone to Bali last week with the amount of money I spent on Pokemon cards the last month. You kind of got to reel it in. I think it. A
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. Just on the topic of fucking just buying shit, like because Japanese prices are so down, like so stocked up
Oh
on
yeah,
Japanese product, and it's like I don't really need this, but I'm like,
It's
you
so
never
cheap though.
know.
It's so cheap. You have to.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, like when I was first, because I got into V-Star Universe, I think when it came out, like it was fucking like $170 a box at that stage. I think I got
yeah.
this for like 95.
Oh
I was
god,
like,
that is
fuck,
so
how much
good.
you not? I'm
You
literally
have to.
saving money. Yeah, exactly. But at the end of the day, I'm not really saving money, am I? I just fucking spent $95. And
Only if you open it. If you keep it sealed, that's $400 in a few years, maybe.
what's the fun of that though?
Well, do you keep anything sealed, or do you rip everything?
Oh, okay. No, usually not. But because I am a Gen 1, I'm a slut for Gen 1. I do have the first. Well, it's not technically like, yeah, the first print run of 151. So when
Oh yeah.
151 first came out, I've got a sealed ETB right here.
Oh yeah.
Move it. Yeah, there you go. You can see it.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's your seal collection. Is the one
That's my
ATB?
seal. Well, do
I
PSA
love it.
slabs count? Are they sealed?
I don't know. Slabs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they count. Do they? No.
Yeah. I don't know. I've just completely destroyed Sailor Venus. I don't know. Oh, I love
Sailor
the slabs.
Venus. Yes. Oh,
Is that
mate. Listen, I'll turn this straight into a Sailor Moon podcast in the next 10
yes,
seconds.
please. Oh my god, amazing. Please, no, go on.
Oh,
Talk about
no,
Sailor Moon.
no,
Sailor
no,
Moon.
no. We'll get back to Pokemon. We can talk Sailor Moon for hours. Nah, Sailor Moon
Oh,
was literally one of my favorite shows as a kid. Like, no joke. It was on Cheese TV. Do you remember Cheese TV? Was
see,
Cheese
I was
TV
totally
still around when you were a
it
kid?
was
I'm like
no, it
old.
turned into TV.
What?
So it was Cheese TV
Yeah,
when I was, and then it turned into Toaster TV. It was the same thing.
same thing.
I
Yeah.
just
Oh man,
yeah.
every morning Sailor Moon. It was the best.
That's so funny. You don't strike me as a Sailor Moon. You know what you strike me as? You strike me as like a Digimon kid.
I hated.
I
I
feel
couldn't even tell you anything about Digimon. I hated Digimon. No,
no,
like I was into the last thing I collected before Pokemon. Like I didn't collect nothing, so I was collecting in primary school. It was maybe some footy cards. My brother was into Pokemon, and I used to beat him up and say it was terrible. I had to take him to the movie when it came out in like 98, 99, whatever it was. Because he wanted to see it, and I had to sit there and I hated it. I got out of the movie theater and I was like, I'm gonna kill you. I hate you. This is the worst thing that happened to me.
Really?
Yeah, bad, eh? And then I was collecting oddbods. Do you know what oddbods are?
Oh, those just little jelly bean looking things.
No. Oh god, I'm so old. Like they were cards and they'd kind of put together and they have funny names and you get them out of packs of chips or you get them out of random stuff. This is back when like
Tarzos?
Tarzos were a thing and stuff, yeah?
Yeah, I know Tarzos. I'm familiar
This was
with the Tarzos.
pre-Tarzos, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure about
Yeah.
an oddball.
That was like
but
the last thing I was collecting was that and Tarzos, and then I discovered skateboarding and like BMXing and rollerblading. I was into rollerblading. I'm just gonna say that slowly.
I'm
I was
sorry.
fully into rollerblading, and then
I
it was
love
like I was done with anything that was collecting. And I can distinctly remember picking on people this makes me sound so bad, eh? I distinctly remember picking on people in primary school about liking Pokemon, which is so
I love
funny.
me.
Which is so funny that like, I'm sitting here now with like a Pikachu hat there and shit like that. But
Yeah,
yeah, I used to
you got
pick
your
on
fun.
people about Pokemon. I thought it was lame. I thought it was the lamest thing ever. And I thought that until I was 34 years old.
That's so funny. So like what made you get back into it? Like you weren't even into it. So like what
No.
made you get into it at the age of 34?
So kind of the same thing like where COVID was happening and then like I got out of COVID. I probably should have got into it in COVID. That would have made more sense. But COVID finished. I was like, me and my missus were building a house, and then I started collecting video games momentarily because I've always kind of wanted to collect, speaking of Mortal Kombat, all the Mortal Kombat video games. I've wanted to have the entire on SNES, Sega, and every console ever, especially the first 3 games. 1, 2, and 3 I
Yeah.
wanted to have on every platform, yeah? So I
Who's your
started...
favorite? Sorry, who's your favorite Mortal Kombat character?
Oh, Melina, by a mile. Melina, I've got a poster of her on my wall right now, like literally a big poster of her ripping someone's head off on my wall. I was in a band and we called it Melina. That's how much of a fan I am of Melina. Yeah, I love Melina.
I thought you were gonna say something like boring, like Sub-Zero. Boring.
Nah,
What is it?
Melina.
Oh my god, Melina, fucking oath.
Melina
That's
with
such a good...
the jaws and the face and the size and like, she's wearing like the pink skin type thing. It makes no sense when you're going to fight people in, the nether realm, But yeah, no,
Yeah, yeah.
Melina for sure.
Look, you're in the nether realm. What makes sense in the nether realm? You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm exactly. You know, my favorite's Katana. I'm a
Yeah,
Katana girl.
good
So
choice.
I love when she fucking the fans.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Professional button masher with Katana. I will just say.
Have you played the new game yet?
No, I haven't played
Me
the new
neither,
Mortal
actually. I
Kombat.
haven't got around.
Yeah.
I was slack
Did
on
you?
the last game though. I was slack. I didn't play the last game for like a year or two after it came out, and then I was like sucked in for like
What
way
was
too
the
long.
last one? What
Mortal
like
Kombat
what?
11. It was so good. It
Mm,
was so good. It was possibly the best game they've made, which is hard for me.
what's
Which
it?
was hard for me to say because I was like Mortal Kombat 2 is one of my favorite games ever. Like literally, I still play Mortal Kombat 2 every like 6 months.
Mm. Yeah, well, okay, so you know how like every Mortal Kombat has like a special character, like for example the Joker or like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
What's Mortal Kombat's 10 like special like extra character
In
that you get?
11, they had it
What's that?
was Arnie as the Terminator, Sylvester Stallone as Rambo,
Oh, what the
uh,
fuck? I haven't played this
RoboCop,
game.
RoboCop, and I can't remember if there was another one, but there was those three, and then they had like Melina was an added character, and so
Mm.
was oh shit, there was another one. I can't remember the other one, but yeah, so that
Oh,
was, but it was Arnie, Sylvester Stallone, and RoboCop. It's pretty good,
ah,
pretty good lineup.
yeah, that's a sick amount. Yeah, I can't even remember. Okay, fuck. What's the last one I played with the special characters? I don't remember, but anyway. But yeah, no, love Mortal Kombat. Sick game.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're collecting video games.
Oh yeah, that, and then
Yeah,
it just I was listening to like a lot of like because I'm into investing as well. I was into investing as like a side. I've been doing that for years, and then
yeah.
a lot of people kept bringing up Pokemon,
Oh,
like
yeah.
would say like investing in like shares and crypto and housing, and then like Pokemon. I'm like, what the fuck? Like who are these people? And then
Sorry to interject. Do you ever get into Dogecoin? Did you do Dogecoin?
okay, I'm pretty sure I've still got some Dogecoin. Let me
Are you
check.
serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
probably shouldn't show
love,
my wallet, but yeah, no, I think I've got Dogecoin on my, yeah, I do.
yeah,
I got all
no,
of them now. I got like the Shibu Inu coin. I've got like friggin' all of them now. I
I,
got like 30 different coins.
Ethereum,
Yeah, I
Ethereum.
got
That was
Ethereum.
going
Yeah, I got Ethereum. I got Bitcoin. I've got uh
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin. I've got Shibu Inu.
Yeah,
I've got XRP. Is it XRP? Is that one of them? Yeah.
no, because I had a bit of a crypto phase as well. Oh my God, I've had so many lifetimes.
That's how it feels like, eh? Yeah, but that was it
Yeah,
mid-COVID? Did you go full hard crypto in the middle of COVID?
no, I think I went crypto like after COVID,
Oh, really?
like straight after. Yeah, I don't know why. I think because I've always loved the Doge dog meme, like the Doge meme.
Yeah.
I love them all. So like I saw this like fucking meme and then like Elon Musk was like, yeah, but and I was like, twist my arm.
Yeah.
So I copped a bit of Dogecoin. I think I spent like $30 and then it went up to 700 and everyone's like, oh, it's gonna go to the moon, it's gonna go to the moon. I was like, I'm just gonna like cash out now. Oh, so glad I did.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
glad I did.
Because that,
Yeah. Yeah, because it just plummeted. But yeah, I made a fair bit of Dogecoin randomly. That was random.
that's
Random flow in
good.
my life.
Anytime
Yeah.
someone tells me they made money off crypto, I'm happy for them because like that
Yeah.
the stories of like, those crypto
Oh, dude.
millionaires, that's like six dudes ever. Like that's like
Mm.
some nerd who just held on for dear life that he
Yeah.
forgot about it on a hard drive and then managed to get back into
Yeah.
it 10 years later. They're the only guys that
Literally.
got rich. They weren't smart investors. They were guys that forgot their password for 10 years.
Because you think about it, right? Like you look at crypto, you're like, that's it's like gambling. It's
It's
like a
another
cheap way to make.
gambling thing. It's another thing, isn't it? You're so right
It's
because the moment I
yeah.
started collecting Pokemon, I stopped buying crypto.
Is this just
I've never
addiction
thought.
transfer?
Was that?
Is this just addiction transfer?
Shit, you might be right. Yeah, but like I think that crypto was more mid-COVID, bored shitless because like my work was still running through COVID, so I was still working, and I was busier than ever at the start of COVID. So the first 3-4 months of COVID, I've worked more
What were
in my entire life.
you doing?
I was working at I don't want to say, but I was working for a company that makes mining machinery. People could probably figure
Okay,
it out.
yeah.
That does
Oh, I
mining
can't.
machinery, and Mines didn't close down, funnily enough, during COVID.
Oh,
And
of course I didn't.
so yeah, right. And so we were like hammer tooth and nail. So the first 3-4 months, I made more money than I ever did in my entire life, and I couldn't spend it. Yeah, we were stuck at home,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
hence
So what
why me and the missus were drinking every night because we
yeah.
could. And then it was like, where else am I going to put my money? Like it was like, guys,
Dogecoin.
yeah, Elon's telling me to do the same thing. Elon's telling me this is a good idea. Mates at work are like, bro, my mate told me about this other mate who made money on this coin that you've never heard of. Put $50 on it. Yeah, all right. You know, so I'm sitting there at work listening to my mates putting all my like money onto it. Oh fuck.
like it's a fucking bet. Oh yeah, I'll put fucking $50 into Ethereum. No worries.
Yeah. Oh, it was bad. So like at one point I made like $1,000 and I was like, yeah, fuck it, yeah, I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna retire soon. Fuck all y'all. And then like,
Yeah.
I think now it's nearly gone back to what I paid, but I was down at the peak of being down. It was down 10K, like down, like lost, like had to look my missus in the eye and say, hey, listen, just so you know, I'm like 10K backwards in the red, and I had to look her in the eye and tell her and explain her that. Like, but it's going to be okay. It's not like our life savings are in there. It's like, but all that spare money in COVID, like, you know.
Chat, can we please get an L?
Yeah, bad. It was, but I think now it actually is back nearly to where, so I'm nearly broke even after like 3 years. Right. So it's been 3 years. I never cashed anything out. Like I'm a hodler. So, you know.
Yes. Yeah, I thought I would be a hodler. Then I saw like, look, $700 is a lot of money to me. I'm not gonna lie. I saw that.
It is a lot of money. It's a lot of money to everyone.
I was, yeah, I can't remember how old I was. Fuck, when was COVID? I don't know. Don't even want to remember.
4 years.
3 years. Yeah, 23.
I try to forget it, so I don't know.
Yeah, like I was young, 23. I saw $700 and I was like, oh, I'm fucking taking that. 2 bags of that. Fuck yeah. Jump with that in. Yeah, so I saw $700. I was like, yeah, I'll take that out. I'm not hodling. See you guys later. Left the subreddit.
Yeah. Oh, were you one of those people in the Reddit chats, like, you know?
Yeah, dude. I like that. I love Reddit. I'm gonna out myself.
You know what? I believe that you would love Reddit. Like,
I fucking love Reddit. You
Reddit's
know what?
gold.
Because I'll Google the most specific problem that like the most niche problem, and some cunt from Reddit 7 years ago has the exact answer I need. I'm like, I love Reddit.
How random that's so true. I've never thought of it like that, but that is so true. Anytime you type in some real fucking weird thing into Google and you're like, there'll be nothing. There's some Reddit comment from 6 years ago of some dude asking it nearly exactly like, it's like he's living your life right now. And you're like, yeah, see, he gets it. And then there'll be like 20 answers of like, fucking, I don't know. Like, you know, the answers sometimes aren't as helpful, but the question's there.
Yeah, but you know what? So what you do if you have a really specific problem or question, you write the problem and then you type in the search bar Reddit. Bang.
Bang.
Gold mine. You know what I love about Reddit is the fucking like users on there, like the people that actually have accounts and like contribute on the reg. God, they're condescending fucks. Like the way they type, they're like, actually, like they're like literally the definition of that. But I love reading through it. Like I love gossip. So like I'll just be like sitting there eating popcorn. I'm like, fuck, these Reddit comments are gold, mate. Like
it's the other addiction, yeah. Like the Reddit people are the people who have kind of filtered in through 4chan. I always feel like they're kind of like, you know, because Reddit's kind of like the more, we're not going that far, but like the dickheads still kind of sink in to Reddit.
Yeah. If I'm ever posting a Reddit ask a question, I'm always like, hey guys, just so you know, I'm definitely a lurker. Like I'm not. Yeah.
I'm not here full time. I'm not you guys. We're not the same person, you and I. Like, you know.
No. We are. You are not him. I'm him. You know, just these fucking dweebs just like going. Actually, that deserves an award. Like, oh god,
yeah,
horrible. Let's read more, please.
I feel like now though, like being an adult who collects Pokemon and pop vinyls, I can't call anyone dweebs or nerds anymore. It's kind of like, it's kind of like, you know, it's drained me of everything that I used to be. Because it's like now people go, "Oh, you collect fucking Pokemon, bro," and I'm like, I can't even fight that. I can't fight it.
Oh look, okay, I think I have to. I was always a bit. Yeah, I was literally a little bit quirky and different in high school. Like I've always been a little bit. I don't know. I was never unpopular. Like I've always had mates, and there was always a friend group. And it wasn't the weird friend group, but I've always just been a bit NQR. Is
Yeah.
probably the right word to say.
Okay.
So like I feel like I've always just been a bit like off the beaten track a little bit. So I feel like I have the audacity to be like, you're a fucking nerd
Yeah, fuck
to
you.
people. Because I too am one, It's
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
yeah. I've always been a bit,
well, it's working for you. So is that like you try and like get that quirkiness into your channel? Like, is that what you're trying to do? You're trying to go, you know what, fuck it, this is me. This is how I talk. This is my thing.
Yeah, well, like I wouldn't even like say like I'm actively trying to do it. Like I'll literally just film a video and then I'll watch back and I'm like, oh my God, oh Jesus Christ, okay, here we go. Like, like it's just who I am. Like I can't, you know.
Well, I was actually reading the comments of your videos, and I don't know if you've noticed, but
Did
people.
you see that one comment?
Which
Did
one?
you see the
Which
one that
one?
was like, I think you're a bit retarded. No, it started off. It was like, what the frick? I think you're a bit retarded, but this was actually fun to watch. And I was like, this is the fucking most pissest comment I've ever read in my entire life.
That's pretty funny, but I didn't see that one. But I saw the one. But most people were giving you credit for like this is
Yeah.
loose as, but like it's good.
Yeah.
Like people like that. It's fucking like not. Someone said unhinged, and I'm like, I don't think it's unhinged. Like
Oh,
it's pretty like
look, yeah,
it's pretty
yeah.
loose, but it's
Someone,
like it kind of it makes sense though. It's like the
yeah,
erratic like cuts and like the quick, because obviously
yeah.
when you do those videos, you must talk a lot.
Don't shut the fuck up,
Yeah.
man. It's treacherous. Like I will okay, so story time, no clickbait again.
Yeah.
My most recent upload, which I think is at 1,000 views right now,
Yeah,
actually.
it's about to peak over.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, some person. Oh my God, such a sidetrack. Someone, Virtue Alex. He messaged me. He's like, "Hey, I searched up Night Wanderer Persian, and you're the first thing to pop up on Google." Sent me a screenshot, and it's my YouTube video right at the top of Google, literally dominating SEO. Go me.
Fuck
But
yeah,
my
that's
most,
good. That's awesome.
yeah, it's sick, right? But I edited that entire video. Yeah, took me like I think 8 to 15 hours, give or take, to edit that entire thing. Because I'm still new to editing long form content. It took me so long to edit that. I go to export it, my computer fucking shits itself. Like it just kaputs, nothing. Fuck, gone. I'm like fully going through all my, because yeah, I've got ROM hack experience. I fully go through like all my files, all my caches, I don't know what you call them. And I was like trying to find like all the auto saves, like going like Googling on Reddit. Hey Reddit, this has happened. Google Reddit. Does some cunt from 7 years ago have the answer for me? No, they don't. Unfortunately, this one chat, like, and I lost everything, and I was fucking pissed. I was so angry. I literally walked down to the milk bar. I was like, I'm gonna get a sweet treat. I really need a sweet treat. I walked down the milk bar. I'm like, fuck, I need a fucking cigarette after that. Like, I haven't smoked since the start of COVID. Since the start of COVID, because I was a full-time smoker until then, from 16 to the start of COVID. Stopped smoking then. I was like, I need a fucking pack of cigarettes. Bought the pack of cigarettes, come home, like, why the fuck did I do that? Chucked the darts away. I was that fucking furious, and I was like, oh my God, I can't even look at this video. I can't look at this video. I can't go back to it. A couple days later, I edited it all again. It's the same treacherous thing. I just keep fucking talking. I'm like, I'm editing this video. I'm like, shut the fuck up, cunt. What the fuck are you even talking about? Because there's like so many points in the video where I'm just talking absolute fucking nonsense that has nothing to do with anything. So I have to put those like erratic cuts in to like get rid of the fucking bullshit that's just like, you know, why are you talking about fucking, I don't know, just something completely separate to what you're currently doing. So there has to be those erratic cuts, because otherwise the video would be an hour long, an hour and a half long, because this footage for the most recent one, the Persian one, was I think like an hour. I cut it down to 13 minutes.
Of like you filmed for an hour doing the box. Fire out.
Cut it down to 2 minutes. Could have cut out more, to be honest.
No, it's pretty solid. Like there's a lot in there.
Oh my God. Can you imagine the 45 minutes of footage? There's a lot in that fucking footage too. But yeah, I don't shut up. And so yeah, it was just like 45 minutes of fucking dribble. So I have to do those erratic cuts to kind of make the video make sense. But then I was like, oh, I like a bit of fun. We like fun around here. So I'll pop a few memes in there and a few sound effects, and bloody The Rock, shut up, bitch.
Shut up,
Because yeah,
bitch.
literally, like, shut the fuck up, bitch.
That's good. Self-awareness. Self-awareness is always the,
Yeah,
is always the key, yeah?
yeah. And you know what? I think since starting my page and like starting my YouTube and all that, I have become so self-aware because I think you're kind of forced to because you're putting yourself out there on a public platform, um, where there are commentators on said platform and
Yep.
on you, and you kind of do have to be self-aware of what you're doing. And so when I got that comment on YouTube, it's like, what the frick? I think you're a bit retarded, but this was a fun watch. Like, the old me would have been like, oh my God, that's so offensive and rude, and that's so mean. But like, I looked at that, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm a bit retarded.
But,
And it was literally the funniest thing I've ever seen. But yeah, that
but
is,
the comments are positive though. Like the comments are all positive and they're like, because even someone like, what the fuck would I watch? But this is gold. Like, people are saying that it
yeah,
is, like, you're very aware that it's random. Because when you watch it
yeah,
compared to something else, like, that's not what, like, the closest person who's as random as that is, I couldn't even tell you. Maybe like Cool Trainer Ryan, maybe Watto. Watto's pretty random, but he's still kind of structured. Whether you're like,
yeah.
but in
Me
a
and
good
Watto
way,
though,
in a good way,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, absolutely. No, and me and Watto, we have a very similar sense of humor, so like that would make sense. I've personally never watched Cool Trainer Ryan. Like I've heard things that like, oh, he's the most unhinged PokeTube ever. I'm
He's
like,
definitely not. Like, I think that's something that he
yeah,
gets hyped. But I'm like,
yeah, but it's like, have you met me?
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's fun because I think of people in the community because you are kind of you are working with like a children's product at the end of the
yeah.
day.
That's fine.
Like, yeah, but
I've had
maybe
this
they
chat
do.
with people before. I'm like, sometimes you got to like think, what the fuck, like,
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, it's a children's product at the end of the day, but like, we just happen to be adults that like this certain children's product. Like, why do we have to act like children to
well,
enjoy it? You know what I mean? Like,
well, I've got this
yeah,
thing now about, like, you were at the TCG Expo, right? How many
yeah,
kids were actually there compared to adults?
like three.
For
There was
real,
I saw.
right? Like, and that's what they're kind of all like. Like, I went to like the one of the was
I
the
mean,
Fleming. I think, was it Flemington, or was it Flemington or Caulfield? I can't remember. It was the toy and, was it comic and toy fair or toy and
oh,
comic fair?
yes,
It's all grown men like collecting toys. Like, it was not.
bikies. Sorry,
What was that?
they're all fucking, they're all grown men, but like on top of that, they're all fucking bikies.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm that guy now. I bought a motorbike and now I love motorbikes. And then like me and Midnight, like Colin, were talking about motorbikes the other day and Pokemon. We're literally like talking about Pokemon, tattoos and bikes. Like, and then like literally in this, like within a split second, like talking about Pokemon, like, oh, but bro, I just bought this. Like, and I'm like,
yeah,
what the fuck are we doing? Like, like, he's
like,
just got like the
how?
whole side of his stomach like tattooed, and then
Yeah,
he's like,
I
yeah,
saw
but I
that.
also got like this like PSA 10 fucking rah. I'm like, oh, sick, bro. Like, it's like, this is what you do.
Literally.
There is a
Yeah, but
link.
it's so funny. Like, imagine like your 12-year-old self looking at future you, talking about fucking, all right, motorbikes, that's fucking sick, bruh. Tattoos, oh my God, hardcore. Pokemon, fuck it. Like,
Yeah,
it's literally, but it's just these, as I said before, like, it's just these young kids just happen, reliving their childhood with a bit of money.
it is.
And they can do cool shit like get tattoos and ride motorbikes and buy cars. Sick.
It is fun. It is fun ripping packs though. Like, I still don't know what chemical part of my brain that is, but
Dopamine.
like it's just like opening packs is fun.
Dopamine.
It's like I'm a full grown man. I'm looking at like, I'm sitting here right now and I've got like literally like cards all in front of me and I'm sitting there thinking like they look cool.
Yeah,
Like, and I'm just like,
look at
and I'm like,
this
how
is
have I ended up here? How did I get to here? Like, yeah, like I've got boxes of bulk. I've got like literally like boxes to sort down there. 4
I've got
boxes.
a random slab. It's not even fucking stored. Like I've got like two like, oh, Palms Off Gaming.
Oh yeah,
Six
shout out to Palms Off
Oh
Gaming.
yeah. I'm an affiliate with Pog. If you want 10% off Palms Off Gaming, use code 6TALES10. On that topic though, I do have, yeah, look at this. Look at this
Is it Six
nonsense.
Tails or 6 9 Tails for the code?
Oh, 6 Tails.
Oh, they took
10.
the 9 out. Hacks.
Oh yeah. Wait, shit, this fucking just shit falling off. So I've got what? 2 booster boxes. I've got some Hello Kitty Macca's toys.
Why not?
I've got one graded card holder, but this is all for my Ninetales cards. So I've got that happening.
Also, you're
And then
actually
I've
a
got like a
fan of Nine Tails. You're actually a collector of the old Nine Tails.
oh
Listen,
oh
I'm not sure if it was just a clever
oh
name or if it was like you're actually a fan of Nine Tails.
look look. I've Ninetales has always been no. My first favorite Pokemon was Vulpix because she was in Pikachu's Vacation,
Yep.
so she was a character. And then as I got older, I was like, oh god, Ninetales is an elegant little beast. Love her. She's been my favorite since then. Always loved cats though, so Meowth has held a special place in my heart as well as Persian. Plus Meowth in the anime is just fucking piss.
Yeah.
Um, so Ninetales is genuinely my favorite Pokemon. However, at the end of the day, I do know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm not oblivious to the fact that my name is a little bit suggestive. But
I
as a
like it.
marketing girl,
It's clever
it's
though, but it's like edgy, right? Like that's the idea
yeah,
as well, yeah.
you know,
It is though.
but
It
like
is edgy.
yeah, like it's clever, it's funny, it's very on brand. At the same time, I know what I'm doing. Like I'm not stupid to it. But as a marketing girly, I put my marketing hat on. You got to reel them in somehow,
Yep.
and then you got to make them stay. And the piss makes them stay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I've got this.
The piss makes them stay. Love it.
Yeah, I've got I don't even know how we got on this topic, but yeah, like I should be storing my slabs in this big slab holder thing I have, but I've just got them just lying around. Like
It's a
it
busy
is
hobby.
gambling.
Like
It's a busy hobby. It's just another form of gambling, but I think it's a healthy form of gambling because I think, you and I as creators, we get something out of it
yeah,
at the
I
end of the
think
day, right?
that's the fun part about it. But also that you fall into the trap of using that as an excuse too. Yeah, you fall into the trap of like, oh well, I've got to buy this box now because I need to make a video, right? Like I fell into that trap
Yeah.
really early on where like if you look at my channel, like the first
Mm.
year of Pokemon, I did like 50 something videos in the first
Oh
year.
shit.
Yeah, like and
Oh,
people always like
quick
give me
crap.
shit for not being consistent. That first year I was doing like 2-3 videos a week, yeah. Like it was
Shit.
pretty fucking
Yeah.
consistent, right? But the second year I only
Mm.
made like 4 or 5 videos. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
that's where it stopped being consistent, I guess. But I got
Well, that's
sucked into
probably
the trap of like, oh, I've got a YouTube channel, so I'm going to buy the new set. Oh, I'm going to buy the new
mm.
box. Oh, there's another collection box out. Got to make a video about that. And
Mm.
then you realize, hang on a
Look,
minute, do I?
yeah, look, all right, I've got to give myself a bit of props here. I have always collected what I've liked to collect. I just think I was quite lucky to publish that Persian video because, Night Wonder is new,
Yep.
but that literally has a card in there that I saw from the leaks, like just online. And I was like, that is literally in my top 3 favorite cards. So, even though it's a new set, I don't open anything that I don't like. So I feel like I don't, how you like, oh, a new set comes out, I have to upload something immediately. To like, make sure I'm on not the bandwagon. The bandwagon?
No,
Am
it
I being
is.
right?
No, yeah, it's true. It is the
Yeah.
bandwagon. This is the new
Yeah.
set. I want to be the guy. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like I just feel like I've never like I will give myself a bit of props here. I feel like if I was like fully truly in my full-on gambling era and I happened to be doing Pokemon every single set, I would be buying into every single set. Like, but I will say I don't I don't do that. I'll buy the
Mm.
sets that I like. And Night Wonders have that Persian in it. But yeah, I don't really buy the sets just because they're new.
Yeah,
So
that's a
yeah,
good way to do it though, because otherwise,
yeah.
because the problem is there is always something new.
Oh,
That's a good
exactly.
thing, and it's also like if you're just trying to like pump out content for the sake of content, and you just
Yeah,
oh this set's out because fucking if there's not a new English set out, there's always a Japanese set out. Like you can literally buy a new set every 2-3 weeks. You know, like
absolutely. Did you,
forever until the end of time.
yeah. Did you find like so when you were uploading, so your first year of YouTube where you were doing, you said you did like 50
Yeah,
videos or
yeah.
yeah, so were you finding yourself like buying every single new thing
Yeah,
and
like collection
yeah.
boxes and like the videos weren't good. Like I'm the first to say that, but like because in
Mm.
my head it was very quantity over quality. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
like going back in time now, I would have opened one box, and instead of opening 4 boxes, I would have just learned to edit and spend more
yeah.
time doing it. But that's in hindsight, it is what it is. Um,
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was ripping everything. Like even if it was just a collection box, it had like 4 packs in it, and then just some loose blisters, and then just pretty much everything. Because in my head it was like, oh, a new set out. But also the first year I didn't actually have any friends in the space either. So very long. Like it's not until you realize and you make a lot of friends and you go, oh, holy shit! Like everyone's doing this. Because that was when I sort of slowed down too, because I still remember like I did one video one weekend, and it was me, Adam P Opens, and Gogi Collectibles.
Adam Pan Opens, love him.
What's that?
Adam Pan Opens, love him.
Open Penis Opens. Is that what you said? Open Penis Opens?
No.
Is that what you said? No.
I said Adam Pan Opens.
Adam Pan Opens.
Penis Opens.
Oh, no, I think cool trainer Ryan called him Adam Penis Open the other day. It was pretty funny.
Yes, I was fucking pissed.
But yeah, and then like all of us had the exact same video. It was like fucked. Like in my head, I was like, oh, okay, I'm not as original as I thought I was. Because when I first got into it, I was like, Pokemon's dead. I'm back into it. Blah blah blah. And then I'm like, oh well, fuck, everyone's doing the same shit, right? Like, and it's only like in the last yearish or 6 where I've tried to with the lives where I've tried to have more of me in it. 'Cause I'm like, fuck, I'm making the videos. What's the point? Like, this guy's gonna edit it better. He's gonna be better at it. Like, you know, what's the point? Like, you don't need another fucking dude fucking opening the same box you're all opening. So, you know, that's at least if it's live, it's a bit of a different vibe, I guess, because it's more of a you're sort of doing it with people, I guess. It's
interactive, and it's very like what's it? Because you at the end of the day you can't really edit it live, so it's very like
you got to be on it.
It's real. It's realistic. It's honest. You know.
Yeah.
So I guess that's that's where you differentiate. But I think when you were starting to upload before you were in the community, you're right. You're probably thinking like, I am a pioneer of my time.
Yeah,
I am
100%. 100%. Like,
like, no one's doing this except for me. And then you get made aware of this community, and you're like, oh shit, there's
I'm a
so
little
many
fish.
people in
I'm back to being the little fish. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think, look, with my content and what I do, I think, look, I don't mean to toot my own horn a little bit, but I'm going to toot a little bit. Allow me to toot, like, like, I don't know. I feel like I've always sort of kind of like stayed true to what like I like, and the content I like, the memes I like, the way I edit my photos or the way I edit my videos has always been quite authentically me. And like, don't get me wrong, like I wouldn't be where I sounds like I've got like fucking 100,000 followers. I don't, but like I wouldn't like have this, like, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't be where I am today without like the community and without the friends I've made and all that stuff. But I can't see myself kind of falling into that like quality over quantity trend. Because I don't know, like I don't know if it's like an autism thing. Like I just don't like I don't like getting out of my mold, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like I think that's definitely like the best way to explain it. Like I don't like I don't like change. It stresses me out.
But I think that's what, like, especially with this whole thing, like, is like that's kind of the one thing I've realized now, that the people, even I watch, it's the more authentic guys who have something different, something different. Because like if everyone is just opening the same packs, Harry pointed this out to me a while ago too. Like if everyone's just opening the same packs, then why would you like? What are you watching? You've got to watch people for their little quirks and their niche and like their what makes you different from this person. And because if you're going to spend your time, which is like your currency, exactly right, your time and currency, like like as like that person has to have something different, because otherwise anyone can watch any dude open a box, right? Like
absolutely.
So if you're gonna like spend your energy and time, you kind of want. I always like the funny guys. I guess the funny ones, a bit more quirkier. Like, but even like sometimes like the real raw channels, really boring, like shitty unedited ones. I watch them a lot too. Like,
literally, do you know what I watched last night? It's so funny you say that. It was like fucking 2 a.m. I don't know why. I was like in a rabbit hole of just fucking tomfoolery, bullshit, whatever. What I usually do.
It
just
happens.
on Google. Like, hey Google, show me this guy's balls, please, and Pokemon's top cards. So I googled Pokemon's top cards, and there was this video that was like 40 minutes long, unedited of just this southern bloke opening a complete booster box of Topps Cards Series 2.
Yeah.
And I sat there for that whole 40 minutes and I was like, just like fully into it.
Sometimes you do, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, you know what? That's this thing. This Southern American bloke's like, howdy, yeah, I'm gonna open a bloody Topps box. Like that's his thing. He's just opening expensive shit, and it's like what 40 minutes of unedited content. But I was like, this is the best thing I've watched in the past few days. I'm very much enjoying stuff. But then yeah, you got your funnier creators who like do like the stupid edits, and it's like, haha, this was piss. Like I don't know. Like I feel like once everyone finds their niche, they're able to just like, because like once you find it, you just know what to do. Is that make sense? I feel like I'm a little drunk,
no, like that's all good. It is hard though. It's hard like trying to find that. What do you do? Because it's funny you said I had this problem this week as well, actually. And shout out to Watto, actually kind of helped me out with this. Like I had a problem with doing that video I did last night. Had a completely different idea, and in my head it was kind of like I wanted to do it my way because it's how I would do a video. And then, Watto had to kind of talk me off the ledge and say like, that's a good idea, but it's probably not as good as it if you did it this way, right? And it was kind of like, he's right. And then it kind of had that moment afterwards where I'm like, oh, fuck, am I doing that thing where I'm just trending the line because it is the better? But then you do have to balance that, your personality, what you want to do, but what actually is going to work. Because if you're wasting your time, not wasting your time, but you're spending your time making a video, you kind of do in a way have to toe the line to a certain degree. Because if you go too fucking loosey-goosey, it's too fucking weird. And you kind of still have to like ease it, make it accessible for, like it's a hard fucking, and I constantly have that fight in my head. Because in my head, I just want to be loose and just fucking abuse everyone. Yeah. Right? Yeah. But right? But if I do that, Joel's going to start losing fucking subscribers and followers and, not get monetized.
I hate to bring the genders into this, but
I was actually going to ask you about that. Sorry, I was actually going to ask you about that.
No.
You go first then, yes. I was going to...
You know what? As I said before, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid the other day. And you know what? And there's obviously more males than females in the Pokemon space. So I immediately identified one niche. Oh, I'm a girl. Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm not that bad looking. So take advantage of that as well. But I feel like as a girl, I can be a bit more like without like the detriments or like the the fear of like losing subbies or like losing lives, whatever. Because at the end of the day, I'm a girl. Whatever. I'm always gonna have some sort of following because like guys are gross.
Yeah. I did say that, like, I said this years ago that women, I'm not trying to offend anyone when I say this, by the way, women ruined Twitch because Twitch was primarily nerds and fat guys who couldn't do anything else. They found this niche where they could play video games and make cash and all shit. And then women were like, wait a minute, I can do this too, but just have a a bikini and I'll lick a microphone. Like, and bang. Literally. Yeah, like, literally. And then I was like, damn it, you took all that like space away from the fat guys and the nerds. God damn it. But like, so I was going to ask that, do you feel like there's that not pressure, that's not the right word, but like advantage, like there is advantages. Absolutely. And plus in like, like in a space like this, in a space like this, that's like primarily like nerds, like you're like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna run this town. Like,
look, as I said, I know what I'm doing. Like, fucking, so it just happened. Like, you know what? I feel lucky because I happen to love this hobby.
Yeah,
genuinely. Like, I'm not in it because I'm like, oh, I'm a girl and I can, get a following and just pretend I like Pokemon. I genuinely love Pokemon, and I genuinely am learning something about Pokemon every single day, and I love the franchise, as capitalistic as that sounds, but I love to consume. Yum, yum, yum. But like, I genuinely love the franchise, but at the same time, I'm like, boy, this is a franchise with a certain audience that I might appeal to. That's an advantage. Fuck, I'll fucking take it, man. Like, Jesus, like, sue me. Yeah. It's an advantage. Whatever. Yeah, like, well, not you, Siri. Fuck off.
But but that's kind of a good thing too. Like if you like, it goes back to the, if you're going to spend your time creating and making content, like you want people to watch it. You know,
Oh, absolutely.
you're not going to sit there and go, oh, I'm not going to use this to my advantage, or like, you know,
Exactly.
it's like you're kind of going to
Exactly.
go, well, listen, like I do love
Yeah.
the hobby, I'm passionate about it, I know what I'm doing, but I'm also going to play into it. And like the self
Absolutely.
awareness is like a big thing too. And it's, you've kind of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
even got the one thing you've kind of good, like going back to your name with the 6 9
Mm.
tails, it's like you could just be like Pokey Alley, right?
Oh, God,
Right,
boring. But yeah.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. And then you're just another, you're another one in the line, right?
I'm another fucking bitch in the pokey space. I shouldn't say that. But like, you're like, it's just like I'm
Yeah,
another freaking like I'm gonna say, okay. I'm just another a pokey girl. No, like I don't want to, but that's the other thing. Like I don't want to just be your stock standard chicken the Pokemon space. Like whatever, that's boring. That's boring
yeah.
because that's not
And
at
there
the
probably
end
is
of the day.
enough for them anyway. Yeah.
Absolutely there is. But it's what pisses me off though, like oh my God, am I gonna ruffle some
Rip
feathers?
them, mate. Rip them.
Yeah, consider your feathers ruffled. I actually, I fucking, it pisses me off when these, oh my God, I sound like such like a, pick me, choose me, love me. But like these girls that will post things and then like, they know what they're doing as well. Like, you're not
Yeah.
fucking dumb. I see what you post. And then they'll put on their story like, oh my God, I got so many creeps in my DMs. And it's like,
What did you
dude,
expect? Like,
like, oh my God, like fucking.
those creeps are probably also your subscribers who are paying you money.
Oh my God, but it's like don't complain about something that you know for a fact that would fucking happen. So
Yeah.
like don't like I know like this is okay. I think it's kind of good that I have a bit of self-awareness about this because I got into this. I think the first thing I posted was like a Whitney card and like I had like a I don't know, I wasn't provocatively dressed, but you know, I look you know, I kind of you know, but like I like from that first post, like I knew I was going to get like the weird DMs and like the
Yeah.
weird followers, and like if I had to block someone, then I had to fucking block someone. But like, like yeah, that's what reels them in, and you know I can still be myself. But also, like I'm able to like put myself out there, and you know look good, feel good, show my hobby, be a bit funny.
Yeah.
But like I'm going to acknowledge that like yeah, I've got a massive advantage.
Yeah.
Like, be like, what? You're okay. First of all, you're either fucking stupid, or you just don't want to admit it to yourself. But as a woman in this space, you've got a massive advantage. So it's like, what? Take advantage of it and be open about it that you take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, jeez, it's not that hard.
Well, it's true too, because like, and it is pretty oversaturated with blokes, to be fair. And then like, there are a lot of good female channels too, but
Yeah.
a lot of them are very similar, safe. There's a few pretty edgy and spicy Instagram, you know, ones,
But
but they're
they're
also
edgy.
trying to get you to the other site, the old Obsidian
Yeah.
Flames, if you will, site. You know,
Yeah. 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 The only friends.
that's the
Yes.
one.
Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like you know what? All right. This is. I'm gonna toot my own horn again. Toot toot. I feel like I don't know. I feel good that I've gotten to this point without having the need or want to start an Obsidian Flames.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
I feel like my content is substantial enough to. I'm not posting content to appease to men. No. But you know what? I do play into it a little bit.
yeah. Well, I think you have to too, because I think the market is probably 95% men too. Like, there's the
Yeah.
part of
But
that too where it's like,
really, yeah.
and what
So
do
like I
men like?
definitely
Women. Like, you know.
yeah, exactly right. So and I'm a woman, but you obviously you know we've been mutuals. I think since I pretty much started. You know what I post.
Yeah,
There's some off the cuff things that would put a lot of men or suitors or whatever. Again, I'm not out here to fucking get married, whatever. But like you know, I feel like I don't need to yeah make a Obsidian Flames or you know post certain things to appease my male followers. Like look, the thing you get as a male follower is a chick, but I'm gonna post my Chopper Read meme. cop it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you're like, I'm not going to tickle everyone's fancy, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm able to, tap into the market a bit, but still be myself. And it's really cool to have it reciprocated, even if I'm being a bit like
Well,
different.
the numbers are doing pretty good. Like your videos are doing amazing. Like I think you messaged me the other day saying, I was like, that's like perfect. Like for 4 like videos, I think you got 4 YouTube videos. I think it is. Yeah. Like
Yeah, 4.
they're big numbers already. So it's like you're on your way. Yeah. And your Instagram's over 1,000 followers now. Congratulations on that, by the way. So
Oh, thank you so much.
yeah, and it's like, and at these little points, it might seem like not, but like that's really fast when you look at that compared to like, because I know how fast it's taken, and not that I'm big or anything, but I know how fast it's taken me to get to certain levels. I'm like, that's fast. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's fast. And there's other people in the space who you look at their numbers and you go, yeah, like they've, and like the comments too. You have a lot of comments on your videos, right? That's another way you can sort of tell.
I'm such a humble wolf right now. What the freak? www.com/humble. That's so nice. But I think also I do have that extra advantage as well as of having that marketing background.
Yeah.
So I kind of know about insights and fucking what to do and what not to do on Instagram, and I'm
your Insta's very colourful. It's very colourful Instagram. I was looking at the photos and there's like 6 photos like in the. There was one of Lindsay Lohan like passed out, and then like I was like, there's a lot happening in these photos. Like
yeah. And hey, look, I'm also I've always been very artistic. Not autistic, probably autistic. Always been very artistic since primary school. So I did art from prep to year 12. I've always been more of an art. You know how there's like the left side and the right side of your brain?
Yep.
I've never been logical. I don't fucking know how maths works. I don't know. Like, I'm a fucking dumb cunt. Like, I'm not academically smart. Like, I'm literally stupid sometimes. I literally, fucking, let's go. I need fucking Google Maps to go around my suburb because my sense of direction is fucked. Like, there is no activity going on in the logical side of my brain. My creative side, there is a lot going on there. I did art from prep to year 12. I've always been quite creative. I love the aesthetic, if you will. So, I do take advantage of like that skill I have as well. So I've got like a pretty like nice looking feed. I feel like I'm branded myself quite well as well. So like, I feel like I'm quite identifiable compared to, I guess, not my competitors, but like just as a person in the community. Like I feel like I've like done that quite well as well. So I do have that extra advantage, like with like that marketing background, that creative background. So
yeah, that is a big thing though, having your face out there as well. I know like it's maybe not easier for a girl. Oh, but like you've done it really well. Like you do like a photo of you but holding the card. It's still in there, but like because there are so many faceless Instagram pages,
Yeah.
Like mine was like that forever. I didn't have any photos of myself, and then now I've like consciously tried to think, okay, well, can't just keep posting photos of cards. You got to at least have a photo of you doing something, because people like want to react with the face. It isn't just about the cards all the time. It is about the person, and and like you just like to say you're putting it out there in an artistic way. You kind of want to make it.
Absolutely. And a big thing about marketing is making that personal. So what you want marketing's fucked at the end of the day. It's so like, when I was learning about it, I was like, fuck, this is fucked. Like it's literally psychology. So what you want to do is, if you want to sell product, or if you want to, I don't know what, if you want to market something, you have to appeal to the consumer and you have to make a connection with them. As fake as that connection might be, you have to make some sort of connection with them. So if you were to do like, I don't know, like a group study or a market research study, if you were to put, say, 2 photos in front of one person, one of them being a post from back in the day where you would just post pictures of cards versus you and some Pokemon related items, they're going to be more inclined to choose the photo with your face in it, because there is that human to human connection, whether that be via a screen or via person.
Yeah.
But like that's essentially marketing, and that's as fucked as it is. You have to make relationships or parasocial relationships with these people. And the best way to do that, step number 1, show your face and show your personality.
Yeah.
Like that's, tip number 1, pretty much.
And that's especially in like a scene like this too, because there are a lot of faceless ones. And this has happened to me a couple of times now, and I apologize to everyone. people come up to me and go, oh, you know, I'm poker someone or so and so
Yeah. Oh,
cards, and I'm
dude.
like, and in my head I'm thinking, I don't know who the fuck that is. I like follow like 1,000 people on fucking Instagram, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
but if I know your
Yeah.
face, I know your face. Like, you know, like I didn't know, I hadn't met. Good example is actually Poker Ruz, right? I didn't know him before the TCGX, but like when I saw him, I knew who he was because he's got his photos on the page. And I'm like,
Mm.
okay, cool, I know that guy. But then there's other people go, oh no, I'm so and so. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
Happen.
Like,
Yeah.
but I follow like 1,000 people called Poker Someone or so and so
But yeah.
collectibles and so cards. If I don't know what
Yeah.
your face looks like, I'm probably never gonna fucking remember you.
Literally, and it's like it's so funny. They'll either say their username or they'll show their like profile picture that like I don't know
Yeah,
is like their logo. I'm like, oh, it's you, but like
yeah,
it's like that's happened to me heaps of times, like at trade shows, at work, even like people come in, they'll be like, "You 6 9 tails?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Oh, I'm this person." I'm like,
cool, awesome, and I should know that why.
"Yeah, can you please show me your profile picture?" Then I might know. But I'm
Yeah,
like, that's but yeah, essentially rule number one is of marketing is fucking psychologically convince people that like you're connected and then they're more inclined to buy your stuff or watch your stuff or look, I do interact with my following and like, I do have relationships and friendships and like you you and I even like we're mates. Like, it's not completely all shallow. Like I hope this
yeah.
isn't coming across like,
No, no,
oh,
no, no.
I'm if for blood. Like I'm definitely not. But that's if you want to grow and stuff, I feel like the best advice I can give is yeah, show off your personality. Don't be scared. Show off those quirks. But you're right in saying there is that fine line where it's like show off your quirks, but don't cross the boundaries of being like too, you know,
Yeah, and I feel like
yeah.
YouTube still has enough, not restrictions, but like enough.
Oh,
Like, what's
annoying.
was that? No,
It's
like
so annoying.
yeah, there's things
YouTube.
you can and can't do, and there's things you kind of just to stay like. Yeah, I hate saying this now. This is what another thing I'm trying to like get away from is like thinking about the algorithm, right? Like because I kind of got
Yeah.
sucked into that whole I've got to do this to feed the algorithm or the algorithm. It's like fuck, man. Like if I'm gonna waste my time making stupid content, there's still gonna be a part of it that I've got to make just for the sake of making. You know that saying you got. Sometimes you just have to make art for art's sake. You
Yes, I
can't
love.
like. I'm really trying to
Yeah.
get back to that because like I don't really like not being told what to do, but I don't like thinking
Yeah.
like I said about that, like the conversation with Watto, like it was good that he told me that, like he's gonna do this, it's a good idea. And then I had to
Mm.
battle with that, like, oh, but I want to, it's like, but you're like kind of like, sometimes it's a good thing, but sometimes you just go, fuck it, you know what, I want to do the fucking stupid thing. Like,
Because
I want,
literally
if
at
it
the
gets 4 views, fuck it. Like, that's how I'm sort of starting to feel now about things. I'm like, you know what, fuck it. If I do something stupid and it's like, gets no views, I don't care. Like,
oh,
got to make art
that's
for art's sake sometimes, like you can't just toe the
yeah.
line and, you know,
Literally, and you know what? Like as an artistic person with zero mathematical skills, I just feel like because I think because I've always sort of that's always been like a constant in my life. Um, that when I started my page, it fully like from the get-go, it was always just like I'm just creating shit that I like.
yeah,
Obviously with a little bit of marketing strategy in the background, but at the end of the day, it is stuff that I like. It's jokes that I like. If you don't get the joke, then sucked in. But like if you do, that's sick. Like that's always been. I've always sort of posted what I liked and what I've wanted, and I think that has also helped me, you know, grow quicker than your average Joe. I don't know.
yeah,
But like it's also really important to yeah make art for art and do things that you just want to do because
yeah,
fuck it. At the end of the day, what do we, as I said, 70 to 80 years. Let's have fun. Like have fun with those years. Like do what you want. Who gives a fuck? Fuck it. Who
yeah.
cares?
I think I think there is a lot of things like that. I didn't really realize in this till I started the YouTube channel. There are a lot of people that kind of like sometimes you forget that YouTube can just be fun. Like sometimes it gets a bit too serious. Like like I said, feeding the algorithm, and then your thumbnails have to be a certain way. And sometimes it's like fuck. Like I kind of just want to make it fun sometimes, and that
Literally, like take me back to Charlie bit my finger. Like what the hell?
yeah. Oh man, the good old days of YouTube when everything was just fucking loose and thumbnails weren't even a thing. Like it was just
No,
screenshot from
yeah,
your shitty video done with like one camera. Bring that back.
literally,
Bring that back.
yeah.
I'm all for it.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. As a person who works in marketing, I love insights. you know, sometimes that's like the only logical thing in my brain that I can get. Like, I do enjoy a green line that goes up.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
get me wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
It feels good too, yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. I love a bit of green. Don't like the red.
Yeah.
You know, I think I speak for everyone when I say that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
sorry.
Uh,
What was I saying? Shit, I was gonna say something super duper insightful as well.
something
and
about
wise.
marketing, you like the green line going up.
Oh yeah. Like I do love insights, but yes, this is what I was gonna say. Ever since starting YouTube and like YouTube Studio, oh my god, the analytics, and it's like saying, it's like giving you
Super
articles about
deep.
like oh my god, what the freak?
Yeah.
Let me up my silly little videos, guys. Jeez, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, I love that line, but like, there's
Yeah.
there's a lot going on, guys.
I feel like it's worse looking at that shit. Like, you can't.
Yeah.
I went through the stage where I was looking at the analytics. I'm not even joking, right? I was like starting work at 4 a.m, and I would wake up at like 3, walk to the toilet while I got my phone in my hand, checking my analytics. And then like I would do it when I got to work. And then I was like, and I was more addicted to the analytics for a long time than I was thinking about, hey, maybe you should learn to fucking edit your videos, you dickhead. Like, you're getting addicted to the wrong part of YouTube. Like, try working on your videos and making them good, you fuckhead.
You need to check your family history. I think you have the addiction gene, because every single time I upload a YouTube video, I've edited it quite well. I enjoy the edit, except for the last video where my computer shit itself and I was so angry. I bought cigarettes. Like, you know what I mean? That was fucked. That was so treacherous. But, you know, I enjoyed the edit. I'm getting to express myself. Oh, look, I pulled this fucking cat card. Sick, bros. Sick as, you know, whatever. But this is like, I think this is the first video where I've like sort of broken through, where I've like, you know, got 1,000 views. I think I gained like 50 or 70 subscribers from this like one video alone, which is crazy for me. Like, I just started.
That's crazy, full stop.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like, you know, it would, and look, I too would like, I still do. I wake up, I'll look at, you know, the insights for Pokebox. I'll look at the insights for my page. I'll look at the insights for YouTube. And sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, some days insights will be down, and it will kind of get me down. And I'll admit that, like, you know,
yeah. But that's the problem, I think. Yeah, it's like it
exactly.
fucks with your brain.
Exactly right. You're exactly right. But I think it does go back to that like addiction to like that dopamine of like, oh shit, I got
just
this.
Addicted to the green line. Yeah.
Absolutely, it's a green line.
Yeah.
It's green. Like what? It's going up and it's green. What's there not to like? Oh shit, I got 39% more. Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Dopamine.
Yeah, bad, eh? Fuck, it's bad.
Yeah,
eh?
but I think there's also like, I think well, it sounds like you know, you've come to the realization that like, you know, there has to be a bit of self-awareness with that as well. Like, you can't let that affect your day or your content or what you post or what you want to post, because then it just becomes not fun, and you're literally just appeasing the algorithm. You're literally just sucking the algorithm's dick. Like, why? That's boring. Who wants to do that?
I think it is
You know what I
boring
mean?
too, and I think that's kind of where you get that stale, where everything does start being the same. Because as soon as someone tries to do something, because that is one thing that does actually suck too about, which I really dislike about YouTube, and a lot of people can vouch to this. Like, you might get sick of doing something just for yourself anyway. You might, I'm not going to do Pokemon. Like, for example, I opened up UFC cards once, video bombed. You know, not that everything was booming, but like it just bombed, and you try different things, and then it gets you down. And you go, oh fuck. Well, it's almost like saying, no, don't try anything different. Keep doing what you're fucking doing, dickhead. Like, and you're like, well, fuck, and like, but in your head you're like, no, but I want to do something different because like I'm just sick of fucking doing the same shit. Like, but it's like, well, that's what the algorithm wants, Joel. So. You want to get monetized? Fucking, you better start ripping some packs, dickhead.
Because look what I want to open. Oh, my hair extensions are going to show. Look what I want to open. Wait, can you see that?
Oh,
I want to open my...
Rip it.
Did you get a signature red? Did you get a signature red?
Get a what?
Wait, did you say you ripped that?
No, I said rip that. I said rip that.
Yeah, I know, but like that was going to be like, not next video. Probably not the next one, but the one after. I've had this sitting here for like fucking 2 months.
Yeah,
like,
give it a crack.
Oh, yeah, but it's
Is
like,
that a Weiss one?
Yeah, it's the Weiss one.
Yeah, fuck yeah, Weiss is sick. I'll tell you what though, funnily enough, you know what one of the most biggest videos I've ever had was, and it still
Yeah.
gets views now, and I hate it because it's not edited. My camera was fucking jittering the whole way through the video, and it's still one of my most watched videos. Is the fucking Weiss Star Wars video?
Well, there you go. There you go.
Fucking
Well, you just
random, like, but I think that's because one of those things. Sometimes you can still fall into the trap, not trap, but like fall into the luck of opening a set or something that's not very, like, not a lot of people open the Star Wars thing, yeah, which is probably why I still get views on it, because I don't think a lot of people were ripping that, wasn't that popular. So it kind of, the algorithm's kind of like, oh, this one dickhead in fucking Australia ripped this box. You know? So you're in the algorithm like by that. But then it's like, fuck you, I open Pokemon every other fucking weekend and like no one's watching that shit. But then this shitty, really shitty Star Wars video keeps getting videos every week. Keeps getting views every week.
Yeah, like I feel like, hey, look, with the most recent video I uploaded, Night Wanderer, like just because I think that set has released, I think that has also worked to my advantage a little bit as well. I'm not gonna lie, like, because yeah, at the end of the day, my setup is a little bit ghetto. Like it's not that nice. I literally use Premiere Rush to edit my videos.
Yeah.
So
Is that
you know,
bad?
I'm not using.
I don't know. I use some weird
Fucking
program.
sucks ass. Like it's fucking so shit. You can't do fucking piss all on that. It's like it's treacherous. You have to make so many like manual cuts and like manual edits yourself. Like they're like overlays and shit. Like CapCut's fucking better. So what I did, was I downloaded CapCut PC and edited it all in CapCut PC with like these sick effects. And CapCut PC is pretty good. Besides the fact that it says, "Hey, we autosave your work." Turns out they fucking don't. So like this, they literally, so fuck the cunts. Anyway. So I was like, I'll switch to CapCut PC, give that a crack. You know, the edits look sick, transitions were sick. I was like, this is the fucking sickest video I've ever done. Go to export it, computer shits itself. Thanks, CapCut, so good. Fucking 1 out of 5 stars, and yeah, fuck you. I had to go back to Premiere Rush, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so limited on this like program. I'm fucking and then before I did the CapCut, I was like, I got to try Premiere Pro. Like, you know, 4th video, come on, bitch, let's go. Like, let's have a crack. What the fuck? Sorry, but what the fuck is going on Premiere Pro? Might I just say? What the no, actually, what the freak? Sorry, what the freak? What the I had my laptop in my hands and I was about to just fucking chuck it out the window because what the what the actual fuck is going on with Premiere Pro? That was. I'm gonna get PTSD if I talk about it anymore.
Yeah. Was it like in terms of like it's just like overcomplicated or just like intense, or it's?
I don't even know. I couldn't even like wrap my head around the program, so I can't even let you know like a specific reason as to why it's so fucking weird. But I was like, I was like, I looked at it, I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I don't like, what do you mean sequence? What's a sequence? Also, like presettings. What the fuck is a razor tool? What the hell do you, I go to edit a fucking photo or like, no, sorry, not a photo. Like I go to edit a video and it like puts me to like a different like screen, new pop-up. What the fuck? Can't like go one spot. Oh my god. It was so full on Joel. Oh my Jesus Christ.
I've never fucked with it. I fucked with it like, no, Photoshop. I've never fucked with the Premiere Pro, but I've gone through a couple of programs now because I edited a few videos on my phone. I edited on my phone and put it to my, and I'll never do that again. It was long. It's way longer. And then I've got Filmora now, and I've only done minimal editing with that. But like Filmora seems to be pretty easy, but it doesn't seem like it can do everything, you know. But at the same time, like it depends what you want it to do. Yeah, like if you're just putting cuts and shit, like most of them will do the same thing, you know. Like
look, as long as I can put a silly little picture and like, you know, make the picture pop up and down and then like do the cuts. I just think Premiere Rush, it's very like, it's too simplified.
Yeah. A lot of them are like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like look, there's so much in my brain that I want to get out there in a creative way, and Premiere Rush just does not allow me to do that. So I tried Premiere Pro and yeah, it sent me into an absolute fucking blind fury. So I just
Well, when you're a big famous YouTuber, you can get the editor, yeah?
Oh, but here's the thing, like, I feel like, you know, I've got that specific style of editing that I like, and, you know, the cuts and all that shit, like, I'm not even joking, like, it's a what? It's a shitty fucking 13-minute video, yeah, but it takes me so long because I'm so as loosey-goosey as I am also very much a perfectionist at the same time,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. It's such a parallel, oxymoron, if you will.
Yeah. No.
You know what I mean?
No, I get it.
But
Like you kind of want to
yeah,
take the piss and be funny as fuck and like be
yeah,
like
but then
da-da-da-da. But then
yeah,
when it comes to the actual product, you're like, but it's got to be good.
it's got to be good.
It's got to
I'm
look
sorry,
good.
but
I got
yeah,
to look like I got to look good while I'm being a fuckhead. Like,
yeah,
that's
I gotta look
I
good. I
get.
gotta be funny. I gotta be well timed. It's gotta be cut in a certain way. The memes have to be accurate. The memes have to be well timed. Then I'll go to my Instagram. I have to take these photos in a certain way with this certain lighting. The meme is gonna go like A, B, C. It's gonna be outlined like this. I'm gonna edit it like this. Yes, it's my loosey-goosey personality. Don't get me wrong, but I need that structure and like I need that control. I'm a fucking control freak and like I just don't want someone else to that's my piss. Get away from it.
It does make sense though, like because like you're right. If you just you got to like having the loosey goosiness is kind of like the product, but
Yes.
you still got to like market the product well. You can't just be like, I'm
Absolutely.
loosey goosey. I'm so loosey goosey that my fucking Instagram's loosey
Yeah.
goosey. It still can't
Yeah.
be that because your Instagram, as
Yeah.
like, it's like semi wild as it seems,
Yeah.
like you say,
Oh,
you've thought that out and
it's,
you've planned it out, and like they're actually kind of
yeah.
even the photos where you've got like multiple pictures and different heads and celebrities or memes in it. Like that's that's part of the thinking process, making it look like that. If it's
Absolutely.
just a photo of you
Abs-
holding a card, it's like, look
Oh,
how
fucking
loose
this
I am. It's like, well, it's not that. It's the whole product, you know?
exactly, exactly, exactly. And you couldn't have worded it a better way. And like I feel like me doing those like aesthetically pleasing like edits not only does it look good on my feed as you said it's like so bright and colorful and like whoa crazy but you know there's that it like assists in bringing out that like personality because like yeah I could act like a fuckwit online anyone can act like a fuckwit online that's it's not that
Yeah,
hard yeah
it's
like
true. Yeah,
I've
it is
seen
true.
it on daily you know what
Yeah,
I mean
yeah.
like,
Go on any Twitch
um
stream ever, like you'll see it. Yeah,
yeah. You know, it's not that hard to be a fuckwit.
yeah.
And it's not that hard to be a fuckwit online. But I feel like,
But
yeah,
it's
like
hard
the
to
way
market
I
being a fuckwit.
exactly. Hey guys, I'm a fuckwit. Make me an affiliate.
Yeah, yeah.
But Jolly, I really need to do a wee. I've broken the seal and I want to get an extra drink.
Me too. All
On your
right,
breath.
deal. Meet back in 5. It's all right. I'll edit this out.
Guys, I'm just going for a little wee. Be right back.
And we're back. Back.
Oh,
Just had a
oh,
quick break.
wait.
Had to
All right,
top
yeah,
up.
we're back.
Had to get a
Hey,
top
gang.
up.
Oh yeah.
Solid jumper. VB. Far out.
Yeah, it's a sick oi. So I got it for Christmas, like 3 Christmases ago, because I was looking at because look, as I said before, I don't mind a beer on a sunny afternoon on the balcony. VB happens to be one of them. I like my Crownies, I like my VBs. You know?
Mate.
A mid-strength, mid-strength girly. And I was looking at the VB website. Their merch is fucking sick. And I
They
was showing
are.
my sister. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. So this is from the website. I think it's like quite cheap too. So I think this was like what, like $40, $50 at the time. I was showing my sister. I was like, oh god, this jumper's cool. Passing comment, got it for Christmas. Best Christmas present I've ever received. Let's go, Megan.
That's shout out to Megan. Yeah, no,
Yeah, shout out.
VB have been marketing themselves pretty well over the last few years, but
Oh,
their beer
yeah.
still tastes like shit.
Oh, you know, see, look, I
Do you drink
don't
Furphy as
mind.
well? Do you drink Furphy as well?
No, I don't drink Furphy.
Good.
I think the most the pissest weakest drink I like the pissest weakest beer I enjoy that I'll probably cop shit for is I don't mind a Great Northern and I
I
don't
like Great
mind a
Northern.
blonde. But look, I don't mind a blondie as well. Like I don't mind a blonde. I don't mind a blonde. So yeah, but
Blonde
look,
was good until they changed the flavour.
yeah. Look, I've never been a fan of Corona. I don't know why. Yeah, just like
Corona's a
maybe
vibe. It's a vibe.
it's yeah, like I don't know, man. Like I don't mind it with the lime,
Yeah, man.
but I
Smash
have
the
to
lime and lemon in there. Fuck yeah.
yeah, like you know what? Look, it has to be a certain environment, but look, I can't. It's BB is like the Winnie Blues of beer. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with like
That's not
it's just
true at
the.
all. I would say that VB is like the fucking horizon of beer. Do you
Are
remember
you joking?
Horizons? You know, you could taste the
Oh,
fiberglass. That's like
yeah.
VB.
Well, like a Long Beach dart.
Like a Long Beach, yeah, where you taste the fiberglass in it. Yeah, that's it.
Delicious. It feels good going,
Shout out
you
to
know.
Long Beach. You were
Yeah, Long
you
Beach.
you were my whole year 8 to year 9. Like,
Oh, really? I was Bond Street.
but Bonds don't even know what that is. No, I was when I like got to like older, I was like Peter Jackson like exclusive. But when we were
Oh,
growing
okay.
up, it was like Long Beach because they were like you get 40 packs and they were like
Yeah,
$12 I think or something back then for 40.
yeah.
The good old
Oh, yeah.
days.
Yeah, well, hey, look, my first pack of cigarettes I bought was, yeah, I started smoking full time when I was 16, and that was after I bought my first pack of cigarettes. So it's so right when people say, once you buy your first pack of cigarettes, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what happened to me. I took the train all the way to Flinders Street because there was this kiosk on Swanston Street that we all knew in high school that would sell to underages, like
Oh
they would
yeah.
check ID.
Yep.
And I was like, I am a cool older girl now, and I literally know what I'm doing,
Yeah.
and I am literally an adult, pretty much. So I was like, also smoking is cool.
But it was
It's
when you're
not.
back then, yeah.
Yeah, but like if you came to school with your own packet of cigarettes, mate,
Fuck yeah.
you're, you're the
People
coolest kids
asking
in the
you,
school.
mate, I'll bum one. You're like, yeah, I'll give you one for
Yeah,
a dollar.
yeah, literally. Like, you go to the, because our school, oh my God, this is, yeah, look, I'm from the northern suburbs, guys, just so you know. Our school had a smokers corner in the like at the Oval.
Yeah, we had
And
several. I'm from Bayswater, by the way, so yeah, we had like many corners, bro.
Bayswater's north, isn't it?
Nah, it's definitely east. It's the eastern hellhole. There's no bay, there's no water. That's
Oh,
where it's where 16-year-old mums go to like collect their paychecks for their 17 kids. Yeah, yeah.
right, right. Oh, look, hey, look, familiar vibes, eh? Right?
But
Northern suburbs. I'm very close to.
I lived in Epping for 10 years, bro. So you know,
Yeah. Oh,
northern
Epping's
suburbs,
north.
north represent, bro.
Yeah, yeah. North is best. Represent, seriously.
Hell yeah. You've
I
told
was,
too many people today where you live, by the way.
huh?
You've told too many people where you live today. You're like, where's my suburb? Here's where I live.
Oh, yeah,
5 minutes from here. Like I live around the corner from here. It's like
I'm from the
remember those creeps on the internet. Remember? Like,
oh, fucking, what are they?
bring it.
I'm doing a fucking 110% steel, man. Fucking have a crack. Try it. I fucking double dog dare you, mate. I'll be, also, I'm like 5'7". I fucking tower over like so many cunts.
No, you're taller than 5'7".
Nah, yeah,
Because
no,
I'm
like,
5'9". So you were taller than me. I'm 5'9". You're like taller than me.
I must be, okay, so I get confused my height. I'm either 5'7", it's either 5'7", 5'9", or 5'11", because I measured
You're
myself when I was like,
5'11" because I'm 5'9".
yeah,
Perfectly
I'm
average, just so everyone knows. Perfectly average 5'9". And there's a photo of you, me, and
Can you send that to me?
did I send it to you?
No.
I
Send it
can
to me
though.
right
I
now.
will send it to you. I will. There's a photo of you, and
Yeah,
you're
no.
taller than me, like
Yeah.
comfortably
Send
taller
me-
than me. I'm like, yeah, like
send
I'm
me-
fucking short. Yeah, I'm 5'9". You're taller than me, so you're definitely not 5'7".
Yeah, like, yeah. All right. Well, Jolie, first of all, please send that to me right now.
Yeah,
Second of
I'll
all,
send it to you straight out. I promise.
send that picture. But yeah, if anyone tries to fight me, I'll just use my lanky limbs. It's
Yeah.
like the episode of The Simpsons where it's like,
Elbows.
if you get on my way, it's not my fault.
Yeah, yeah. Elbows. People hate elbows, especially to the face. I've always said that.
Boy, mine are pointy. So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, so guys, I am from the Northwest. If you want to fight, meet me at Broadie Station. So, but yeah, I grew up in the North, and our school had like a dedicated smokers corner where like the students would go and smoke, because like obviously like the school didn't want kids just like smoking darts everywhere, but they had like an unspoken like, here's the smokers corner. But the best part about the smokers corner was like the teachers who smoked would also join us at the smokers corner. But when I
That's
rocked
pretty
up
dope.
to this, yeah, like it was very unspoken. It was like, look, you're not supposed to be doing this, but it's better than you just fucking ripping darts all over the school. So yeah. But when I rocked up to the smokers corner with my 20 packet of Bond Street Blue that I got from Swanson Street. For $11 as well. So
Good old days.
also the good old days. Oh God. Yeah. So I rocked up and I was like, guys, I'm not bumming today. You can bum off me. Bum off me? What the freak?
Fuck.
Yeah. I don't know how we got into that conversation.
I don't remember either. I think it was something to do with VB and VB being trash.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But-
VB is the Winnie Blue of fucking drinks.
Oh, that's right. And I disagreed thoroughly. Yeah, I do. I did disagree with that. I was gonna ask, because you're very smart, self-aware. Do you not see that the path to going live is the absolute money pit?
Yes.
Have you thought about that? I have to ask that. Have you thought about that?
Like, my original plan was to go to Twitch because I was
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can play games and make money. However, I'm also self-aware to the point where I'm like, your fucking focus level on just everyday shit you struggle with. You are medically assisted, mate. So imagine trying to focus on two things at once. Like I see, even like, you know, these live premieres.
Yep.
I'd be too because I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm quite a funny girl. I'd be watching my whole video that entire time. What chat? What chat? The chat wouldn't exist. I'd be watching myself the entire time going, I think that's like live premiere. Like I'm not even like participating in like, you know, it'd just be me watching the video going, I'm so funny, guys.
I'm a fan of the live premiere. I gotta be honest. I've only just got into the live premiere thing recently. Like, I wish I did it earlier, but
Do you think I should do it? Like, starting from my next video?
If you don't want to do it straight away, don't. But I think, like, once you do, I honestly do think it is always still better to get a bunch of videos out there, build your brand, then do the live. I think if you go live straight away, like, this is just my opinion. I could be 100% wrong. But I think it's better to get some videos under your belt, build a bit more of the brand. Then when you do your first live, because your first live can be semi-depressing too, yeah? Because you're focusing on a lot. Like, because you're right, though, because what you're saying about focusing on the different shit, that's real.
Yeah.
That will happen. The first stream I did, I'm looking, because you're like, is it, you know, is the internet working? Is it looking good? Like, is my like, because you've got that, and you're kind of doing that. I'm performing for an audience now. When it's you alone with a camera in your room, it's a different thing to being in front of an audience.
Even that, Jolie, like, so back when I started ripping packs, it was very much like a personal, like, I'm doing this by myself. I enjoyed ripping the packs by myself, going through the hits and like getting a good card and just being by myself in my room, no camera, no performance, and getting these like genuine reactions where I was like, fuck yeah, pulled a good card. But now, because I've started this like content thing, I buy cards because I want to open them, but I know for a fact I have to open them on camera. And like, that kind of takes the enjoyment away a little bit. And I'm like,
well, that's something that I did too. I went through the stage where it was like I was buying stuff off stream, and then I stopped and go, oh, I gotta open this on, because everything is content. Yeah, like, you know, you get that sort of mentality too, where you're like, everything's content, so everything has to be on camera. And like, in terms of like spending cash, it gets to a point where you're like, well, it kind of is true, because like, I don't want to be just ripping like a box by myself and then being like, oh shit, that was a lot of money. At least I could have got some views out of it, you know, even if the box is shit, right? You can still get views. So you sort of think like that weird mentality too, right? But from a live perspective, I think it's like, you can gain more from a live. I think, like, personally, someone like me, I gain more from my videos. Don't do shit, right? They don't. But live, I'll always get a few subs. I'll get watch hours. Guys get involved. There's always someone new I've never met before, so I know that I'm getting a new subscriber who's going to come back, and then I'll get some random dude I've never seen before, and then he's back the next week, and I'm like, oh sweet, you know, now I've got like, I know that's a guy that he's in there now, and then he's in there for 3 weeks, and you're like, all right, cool, that guy wasn't there 3 weeks ago, and now there's a new character. No, not character, but like, that's, you know.
But it's someone that reciprocates, you know, and appreciates and enjoys your, you know, as I said, raw personality, because you can't edit a lot.
And it's in real time too. That's the other good thing too about lives, because with putting a video out there and then just seeing comments, sometimes they're like, oh, good video, well done, yeah. And that's cool, right? But what is that?
Yeah,
Sometimes
exactly.
that can
And
be just someone going, here's my face as well. Like whether with it
yeah,
live, when they're sitting there in the chatting, it's like it
yeah,
boosts
that's
you.
authentic.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think, as we spoke like throughout this entire podcast, I think, yeah, obviously, yeah, there is that marketing strategy behind what I do, but there is that authenticity throughout of what I post. And you're right, like I think lives would be beneficial. I've just got to kind of learn to make my eyes do this. I think that's literally my only ish. Like
I,
that's,
I wouldn't
you
stress.
know,
Like I said, the very first two or three you do, you'll be like that anyway. Like go back and look at anyone's first lives. They're always the same thing where it's like, are we live? Is
oh
this
yeah,
working? Like, look at every single person who's ever done a live ever. Go back and watch their
what?
first live, and they're like, "Is this working?" With the dumb face,
Yeah.
they're staring, and they're like,
Yeah.
"I think it's working. I think it's okay.
Yeah. Oh, ew,
What's
I
up,
would.
chat?" Like three people they're talking to, right? Like it's like I'm telling you, like every single person's first live looks
Yeah.
identical. Okay, 100%. No one's ever come in guns a blazing going, "Whoa, chat, what's up?" Maybe
Yeah.
Watto. I could see Watto having like a chat and then 50 people waiting in the chat and him just like, "Woo!" But like he won't be. He'll do a live one day. He'll be the same. He'll be like, "Is this working?" Like,
Look,
100%.
honestly, I'm going to toot my own horn again, but I think I didn't invent W's in the chat. Like, let's be real. But
You're the first person I know who did it. So like,
yeah, yeah. Look, I love spamming a W. So I don't know. I feel like I might come in a bit guns a blazing, but like after the guns a blazing bit, I'd be like, hang on a second, what the fuck is happening? Like,
yeah, yeah.
where is the chat that I've asked for the W's? Like, you know what I mean?
The best thing about Pokemon is, right, like if you're gonna do a live, like, so my first live was just me not sorting through cards, but just showing off my collection. I wasn't ripping nothing. Don't rip
Yeah.
nothing your first one, because the first one you're just gonna be concentrating on the fucking
Yeah.
everything else.
Yeah.
So don't waste money ripping packs on your first live. Like just
Yeah.
show your
Look,
collection, talk shit.
literally, well, like even like when I'm filming videos by myself in my room, like because as I said, I've got a janky fucking setup. I use the same tripod for like my intro video, which is on my iPhone, and then like I'll switch to like the card and like the double camera corner setup. I'll use this like Logitech webcam that I'm currently using, which isn't that bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's really not that bad.
It's really not bad. But then I'll put my phone, like literally, this is why in some videos I'm literally like sitting like a goblin like this. It's because like I've got like this full-size tripod that's like sitting in between my legs, and that's why I'm like knocking the camera all the time. And I'll literally be sitting there like focusing on like trying to talk and then like opening the cards. Imagine if there was a live chat there, guys.
Yeah.
That's
Fucking
yeah.
sick.
No, but like it would be
Ka-ching, ka-ching,
yeah,
ka-ching.
yeah, it'll be sick, but I'd be like, oh my god, there is so much going on. I can't. It's back to my eyes needing to do that.
Nah.
But yeah, I think look, my best. I feel like my best attribute is talking shit. So yeah, I guess I could.
That's built for
Yeah,
live. Because
yeah,
you look at the good live streamers, right? And like you look at a lot of the bad live streamers. I'm not going to say any names or throw anyone under the bus, but
like
the ones
can
that
you
are,
say it, edit it out? Just edit it out. Just
I'll
edit
tell
it
you
out.
afterwards.
Yeah, all right.
I'll tell you
After
afterwards. But like,
yeah,
there's some people that like when they do lives, like they're just bit janky, bit slow, bit You can tell that like that their edit is their personality. If that makes sense, you get what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of like, okay, you've edited to make yourself look that way, and then when you come across live, your lives are actually really slow and kind of sludgy and draining, right? Like, I'm sure people say bad things about my lives too, so I'm completely like fine with that too, yeah. But like, there's definitely an element of like when their main focus or thing is the videos and they go to live. I'm not talking about their first, because people's first lives are always slow. They're always slow and janky, the first ones, because when you watch your first lives back, right? The funny thing is when you go to watch your first live back, and I think most people can vouch for this, you realize how much space there is, because you're reading and you're not talking. You get what I'm saying? Like, you'll read a lot because you're reading a chat, and then you go, oh, yeah. And then when you watch it back the first time, you're like, oh, fuck, I should have read that out loud. Like, and dumb shit like that, where you're like, oh, I need to be talking now. Or at least reading the chat sentences out loud and answering straight away, because like your first, But there's some people
Literally.
who've been doing lives for a very long time and still sound like that, is all I'm saying.
Please tell me at the end of this podcast I love drama. No, but like I
Always
like
bring it.
yeah, literally, like I love teeth.
Yeah.
But even at oh my god, Marceline. My cat is calling me and I need to charge my laptop. Let me put the charger in. Let me put the charger in. What the freak?
So my cat was yelling at me before too.
You got a cat too?
Yeah.
Oh my god, tell me more. I'm listening, I can hear.
I have a cat.
I'm just gonna...
I wore my cat t-shirt. I wore my cat t-shirt tonight, mate. See, it's death with 4 cats.
What the fuck? I love cats so
6
much.
cats. Yeah, it's a 6 shirt. I got this one from...
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's death with cats. He's got a love heart. It's cute.
I literally... Are you a cat person or a dog person?
Oh, cats, for sure. Fuck dogs. Fuck dogs. Fight me,
Yes.
anyone. Fuck dogs. Listen,
I literally...
they're big, they smell, and they bark. Fuck that noise.
Yes! Oh my god. I co-own currently a Great Dane.
Oh, fuck.
Cross bull Arab. Yuck.
Yeah.
Getting my cat. Marceline, get in, please.
Cats in the chat. Cats in the chat.
Cats in the trap. Marceline, come in. Come in. Letting her through the window.
The window?
Oh my god, Marcy, just come here. Come here. He's so treacherous, Jolie. Oh my god, get out. Okay, so chat, for those who don't know Marceline,
Marceline? What a name. It's like 2 names in one.
So, do you watch Adventure Time? Marceline the Vampire Queen? Her name's Marcy.
I have not seen Adventure Time in like years, but that show was the best, eh?
Yeah. So, Marcy the Vampire Queen. So, her name's Marcy, but when she's in trouble, it's Marceline. And you are always in trouble. So, I got her at the start of COVID. I saw her online because my family cat, Fluffy, I had her for many years. She was hit by a car in her early stages of life. She had to get her leg amputated.
Oh, damn.
So I owned a tripod for a very long time, and she lived a lot longer than expected. I had a very strong attachment to that cat. She passed away in 2017 from arthritis because of the fact that she was missing a leg. Anyway, so like I was pretty like cut up about that for a few years. It hit 2020. I was like, I think I'm ready for a new cat relationship. And I saw this little weird thing on the, what is it, like Pet Rescue or some shit? It's like a forum where it shows you every cat that or dog or whatever you want to adopt that's like available for adoption. Saw this little fucking weird thing. She's tiny. She's like, come here. She's like, what? 6? What's the year? 20? No, she'd be like
4?
5 years old now.
Oh, yeah.
She weighs like 3 kilos.
It's a big cat. It's a big cat.
Yeah, but she's tiny. She's tiny. She's very tiny. She's a tiny girl. And she's like a Siamese cross. I don't know. Look at her tail. That's not normal. Why is it? Why does it have a wave? Like,
it's cool. It looks like a braid.
Yeah, exactly. She's a very like weird little individual. I adopted her from Bendigo, and she yells at me 24/7.
Yeah, they'll do that. They want your attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Siamese though, so she's got Siamese cat in her. Like that's part of her breed. She's like Siamese cross ragdoll. I don't fucking know. She's a mutt. And Siamese cats are like notorious for like yelling and screaming, and she'll fucking scream. And like I'll look at her food bowl and it'll be like half full, and she'll be like, I can see the bottom of the bowl, mum, please feed me. And she'll scream and scream and scream and scream until I fill up her already filled up bowl of food. Anyway, she's a treacherous little beast, but I love her.
They're like that. My cat yells at me as soon as I get home to the door, yells, but it's only because he wants me to lie on the couch. He loves it when I lie on the couch because he'll lie on me. And like, my missus hates when he sleeps in the bed because he does get in your face and like he'll fucking lick your face at 2 a.m. like a prick. Yeah. So like he can't stay in the room anymore. But like I like it when he sleeps in the bed because I can deal with him. So I was like, I have to like force him. Like I'll hold him and then I'll force him on my stomach because then he'll try and like get in my face because he'll sleep like here. Fucking yeah, right? So I'll have to like
Yeah, yeah,
hold him. I'll hold him, and I can feel him getting up, and I just hold. If I
yeah,
hold long
yeah. And then
enough,
you can
he'll stop, and
yeah,
he'll slowly just lie down. Like,
also
now stay there, and I'll wake up like 5 hours later, and he's still there. I'm like, thank fuck. Like,
yeah,
thanks
yeah.
for not
That's
waking
so
me up,
cool.
jerk.
Yeah, so fun fact about cats, because I love them and I go down ADHD rabbit holes about them all the time. So if a cat sleeps right near your head,
Yep.
they view you as like the parent. So you're their protector. You're their mum. Like they're like, wow, this is my mum. I'm gonna sleep right next to her head. If they sleep at like your feet, they love you very much, but they view you as like a very weak individual, and like they're sleeping at your feet to like protect you. Also,
Oh,
when you go out for work, like when you go out, go to work, whatever, and you're like out for 8 or 9 hours and you come back and you don't have any food, they go, "Pff, they're shit at hunting." So they'll go out and they'll fucking kill a bird or a mouse and they'll bring it to your doorstep and go, look, you fuckwit, you obviously suck at hunting. Here, I've done it for you. And that's why they bring like
you
fucking birds and mice to your front door, because it's not because they want to like piss you off. It's because they're like, oh my God, you are so shit at hunting. Like, let me do it for you. Here,
wow,
here's tonight's dinner. You can thank me later.
that's
Fun fact
brutal.
about cats. Yeah,
Well, there
yeah,
you go.
that's, yeah.
Now we gotta
No,
keep
that's like,
him inside now because he'll go out. Birds,
mm,
mice, rat, everything is on our like kitchen doorstep. Like we have to like lock him in now. Well, since we
well,
moved to this house, he hasn't gone out once, so he's a home cat
yeah,
now, whether he likes it or not.
yeah.
But
Hey, look,
before that, he was
Marceline,
fucking roaming the streets.
yeah, yeah. Well, look, Marceline is supposed to be an indoor cat. However, there is a hole in my house somewhere where I don't know where it is, but she'll escape. One time, she came home, or like she rocked up back home, and I saw her. She like kind of walked into my room and she was walking real slow, and I was like, weird. You're usually all over the shop. I looked at her and I could see she was dribbling, and I was like, that's not good. And like sorry, trigger warning, gross. The dribble was like red and like bloody, and I was like, oh, what the fuck is going on here? I look at her face, her fucking mouth is mangled. Like there's like a tooth sticking in one of her upper lips. Like she is just like covered in blood. Her face is fucked. Like she's been attacked by something.
Jesus.
And I've gone, what the fuck? My family was in Europe. My sister was fucking somewhere. She's always traveling. I was by myself. I was like, what the fuck do I do? I go to the Lord Smith. Um, they're like, we have to keep her overnight. We have to stitch her face back up because like her lip was cut open. Like it was very like full on. Um, and this is why she was supposed to be an indoor cat the entire time, because it's like shit like this could happen. Like she's obviously been attacked by something she's tried to eat, and this thing's gone, nah, fuck you, straight into your mouth. But it fully fucked up her face, and I by myself I had to go to the Lord Smith and be like, my cat's just completely. And they're like, all right, so we have to put her in for surgery. You have to sign this waiver. Oh, by the way, she might die from the anesthesia, but it's not our fault if you sign this waiver. But if we don't do the surgery, then like, fuck, she's, that's shit for her.
Yeah.
And I'm like going like, oh my God. And also it cost like fucking $600, so that was sick. Yeah, turns out she was fine, but I literally was like, wow, I had to just fully sign this waiver saying like, if your cat dies, then it's not our fault. Like, but
Fuck.
that's why, like,
That,
I wish, yeah.
that's
I,
the moral
I, I
story.
want
Don't have pets.
yeah, exactly. And as much love as they bring you, it's a hard thing to do. I've always grown up with cats though. So, like I guess there's that element to it, but I'm trying to find this hole in my house where she keeps escaping because she's supposed to be an indoor
That's pretty
cat, and
fucked
it's
up.
like
That's actually kind of scary that there's like a big enough
very
hole for a
scary.
cat to sneak out of.
Yeah, and I'm not even joking. Like it did traumatize me for a bit after that situation when she came into my room and her face was all fucked up, because she's a very pretty girl, and like when I saw her like that, I was like, oh, that looks painful. And she did this thing. It was kind of funny. I look back at it, but like it was very sad at the time. She came into the room and then she like walked up to the wall and like put her head on the wall like. I was like, oh my God, you poor thing. She's fine now though. She's screaming constantly
She wants
still with me,
attention.
so
She wants attention. We've been
exactly.
talking for like 2 hours, so she wants attention
She's
now.
yeah, she's just like her mum.
Like,
Love
um,
likes.
where were we before the cats? Um,
beers.
Beers. Fuck.
Check your notes, Jolie. What did you want to
No,
ask
we've
me?
already
I feel like
covered everything, mate. We've covered everything. I
What?
was going to ask, what the fuck was I going to ask? I do have a question here.
Yeah, go on.
Patrick Bateman
Yeah.
or Ryan Gosling?
Oh, shut the fuck up. That's the hardest question you've ever asked me in my life. What the freak? Why would you do that to me?
I had to like throw that in there, eh?
Okay, right. So, look.
Talk through
Let me
it. Talk through it.
I will. I'm going to nut this one out.
Yep.
So, fuck. All right. So Ryan Gosling is literally me. Like, look, there's a reason why you haven't seen Ryan Gosling and me in the same room.
I haven't.
Put the puzzle piece together. He's literally me. He's literally me.
Hmm.
Patrick Bateman. I don't know what it is about. Okay. It's got. I sound like such a fucking like big bitches. I love films. I love my movies.
Yep.
There is a select few movies I like, and there's a heap of movies I don't like. So I'm a big fan of Tarantino. I'm a big fan of
No, keep talking.
What do you mean? what do you mean this? What do you mean?
Tarantino's not very good at making movies.
I think it gets to, I think you know what? With Tarantino, it's the cinematography. This is where the creative mind comes in. I'm obsessed with cinematography. So here's my top 4 movies ever.
Go.
Spirited Away, which is that Studio Ghibli movie. It's animated. You're not aware of Studio Ghibli? Ghibli?
I don't know what Spirited Away is, no.
Have you heard of My Neighbor Totoro, perchance?
Are these arty fart movies? Are these
No,
weird?
these are like anime movies. Have you seen this before?
Oh, no. Anime is not my vibe, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's literally... Yeah.
Fight me.
Well, told you, I met you at Broadmeadow Station.
Be there.
Yeah, be there or be fucking square. So Studio Ghibli, him as a creator of these like animated films, amazing storyteller, amazing artwork, amazing like feel good, like oh I'm so warm and fuzzy. Like I don't know, it's like the perfect anime shit. Anyway, so Spirited Away, number 1 movie. Number 2 movie, Django Unchained.
Nah, I tried watching it, I couldn't get into it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I couldn't get into it.
Fucking hooked. From the get-go, I was like, this is the best movie ever. 3rd favorite movie, Midsummer. Random. You never heard of Midsummer? Do you know A24, the production company?
We are from different areas, my friend.
We are from the same area. You live in...
Era.
Oh, Era. Right. So...
No, I never heard of that.
No, Midsummer, beautiful. It's a horror film, but it's set in midsummer. Like it's midsummer in Sweden for the Midsummer Festival. So you know what? I love this horror movie because it's filmed all in the daylight. So
yeah.
It's like it's fucked, but like you know, it's tolerable, and the cinematography beautiful. Boy, I think I have a 4th favorite. I can't remember it. But those are my top 3 movies. But a lot of the themes that I like about those movies is the fact that, you know, the cinematography is beautiful and like the storytelling is really awesome. I loved American Psycho because I read the book.
Oh, really?
And the book is a fucking piss take, right?
Yeah.
That takes the piss out of finance bros in the 90s or the 80s whenever the book was written. Just takes the piss out of them, and it like takes the piss out of them to the point where it's like these people are fucking soulless and they're fucking serial killers and they're just like self-obsessed narcissists that, you know, blah blah blah. To be honest, not that far off. You know?
Yeah. I thought the movie was accurate.
Yeah, and you know what? The book is satire at the end of the day, and I think that is like, you know, that is so meta pick a comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm very analytical. I love this shit. It's very interesting to me. And then I watched American Psycho. First of all, fucking Christian Bale, hot as fuck. Like I'm just
That's
like,
his prime too. Yeah.
Mate, he is a fucking good-looking rooster.
That's your line.
Oh, dude, and just like the fact that like he's an English bloke,
people. I always forget that, and then you hear him in interviews, you're like, "Holy fuck, that's right." You're like, you're not Batman.
Yeah, literally. But like you know what's so funny? So because he's got like he's British, right?
Mm.
But like obviously the book and the story is this like it's a big satire piece on like American finance bros that live like that work on Wall Street. His American accent in the movie, if you listen to it, like when he's talking about, he's like, "Have you heard of this serial killer? Blah blah." Sometimes he'd look at women on the street and be like, "Oh, that's a pretty girl," and sometimes he'd think, "I wonder what her head would look like on her
Yeah,
stick." Like he
yeah, yeah.
would really put on the American accent, which I think is like hilarious. And there's so many like funny one-liners.
Oh, do you like
Like
Huey
the
Lewis
part
in the
with
news?
yeah, literally, like
Yeah, St.
like,
Paul. But they should.
like
Like, yeah.
yeah, yeah. And the best part about like American Psycho is the fact that it's like there are so many people who unironically are like, yeah, he's literally me. He's literally such an alpha male. But it's like, mate, it's just so funny. You don't understand like this whole story and this whole movie and this whole book and this whole character is complete fucking satire. Like it's
Yeah.
taking the piss out of someone and you're like obsessed with being this, like you want to be him for real.
It's one of those like it's like there's always that generational one because before that it
Yeah,
was Scarface. Everyone thought they were Al Pacino. Then everyone
yeah,
thinks they're
yeah.
Jason Bateman, and then everyone thinks they're Leo DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street. Like there's that
Yeah.
generational like where oh I am that like that's what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, and you know
Listen,
what?
guys are stupid and they're simple. They see a movie and they think, yeah, I'm John Wick. Like
Yeah, yeah,
we're
and
simple
literally,
people.
you're fucking Neo from the Matrix. Like,
Oh,
oh
bad.
look, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm literally like, what? I'm doing a job that I like. I'm like, I've literally broken out of the Matrix, guys. Like,
Yeah, you
I'm not.
probably have. You probably like have.
Yeah, yeah. I've always been a bit out of the Matrix. Let's be real. But like, um, but to answer your question, fuck,
What was my question?
Patrick,
Oh yeah,
Patrick or
Bateman. Yeah, Bateman
Patrick
and
or
Bateman and
and
Gosling.
like, yeah, look, and Gosling. Here's the thing about Gosling, right? He is like the thing about Bateman. He's a fucking psychopath. So
Yeah,
it's kind of hot, but like also like,
it's kind
oh,
of,
yeah. But like Gosling is like, no, he's literally me. Like you'll see him like just be a bit like like he's a silly goofball, and like yeah, he's good looking,
it's
but
pretty good looking.
he's not like Patrick Bateman good looking. You know what I mean? He's like Ryan. He's like just Ryan Gosling. I'm just literally me. He's just like, and I'm funny,
Just
and
Ken. It just reminded me of that.
I'm just yeah, and I'm Knuff. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's yeah, I don't know. That's a really fucking tough question. That's the hardest question you've asked me this
Couldn't
entire
decide on either of them.
Mate, I can't. Like, okay, well, I want your opinion. I've made posts about both of them. What has been your favorite post? Either a Bateman post or a Ryan post?
I'm all for Bateman because like him and the like
Or like,
like yeah that whole scene like kind of sticks with me all the time. You like Huey Lewis in the news. They really work was a
yeah,
little bit too. What did he say? A little bit too
he's like,
new wave of me. What does he say? But when sports
he's like,
came out, I think they really came into their own commercially and artistically. Like
literally,
yeah,
what does he say? He's like, funnily enough, people don't listen to the lyrics or some shit like that.
but they
When
should
yeah,
because if they, yeah.
yeah, yeah. And then, hey, Paul.
Have you ever heard the band Ice Nine Kills?
I would probably have,
They did a
but
song called "Hip to Be Scared," and the song's about it's about American Psycho. It's like singing it from the perspective of and then in the middle
that's
of
me.
it like breaks out into the hip to be squared, and then he's
Yeah.
like, do you like Ice Nine Kills? Their early work was a little bit too scene for me, and they rip off that whole part. Like, but the film clips like they do the film clip and they do all the things like him with the ice mask and chasing the chick
Yeah,
with a chainsaw. So
dude,
check
it's
out
so
that song "Hip to Be Scared" by Ice Nine Kills. It's hilarious.
I'm just noting that down. You know what else I like about American Psycho is the fact that like I love my iconic sort of. You've seen my feed. I love iconic shit. I literally my 22nd birthday was a dress up party and the theme was you have to come as something iconic. I went as Paris Hilton, obviously. No doing. But, like I love iconic cinematography and moments in pop culture that have like shaped things. I fucking okay, this isn't even like an iconic part of the movie, but like my favorite I think the most funniest thing about American Psycho is the fact that it's like, oh, it's a horror movie, but it's like, no, it's a fucking satirical comedy. But the
It
best
is funny.
line, yeah, it's fucking
It is
hilarious.
funny.
It's not like, yeah, it's a horror. He kills people, but at the end of the day, it's a satirical comedy. It's a fucking piss take, as I said before, and
Yeah.
I love piss. Um,
Hadn't
yes.
noticed.
Yeah, have you? But my favorite line is like when they're like all in a group, all the finance bros are talking, and they're like saying some pretty like rough shit about chicks. They're like, like, oh, she was blah blah blah. Or then they said something about Jews, and then Patrick chimes in. He's like, "Cooler with the anti-Semitic remarks, guys." It's like,
Yeah.
you've just slaughtered a chick, and you're out here going, "Cooler with the anti-Semitic remarks."
Oh, it's the other scene that I think's pretty. No, I think the best scene, if I actually think about it, is the what do you call it? The business card scene.
Oh
And
yeah,
like this slides and he's like bone white or whatever it is. He's just like
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like looking at him all angry and shit. I'm like, who writes this shit? This is so good. This is like a horror movie, but this 20-30 second scene about like their business cards being like, my dick's bigger than yours. Like, but with the business cards, I'm like, it's fucking great.
It's like, you know what? It applies to like the Pokemon community as well. It's like, oi, look at my fucking cardboard. It's from a different
Shinier
year
than
and it's a
yours.
little shinier than yours. And everyone's like, and he's like, and then you've got people like, oh my God. Like,
Yeah.
and dropping the card. My favorite part is when like, so they're originally like, they start off the scene and they're like showing off the cards and Patrick slides his like metal case across the table and then like his other fucking finance mate bro's like, is that a bag? As in like a bag of cocaine.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
I gotta watch that
it's
movie
so-
again soon, eh? I haven't watched it in a while, but it's fucking great. It is a great film.
When I was a fucking corporate slave working in like a social media agency, we had, I'm not gonna lie, we had some fucking sick parties. So during for Halloween, we like obviously you had to come as like you'd have to dress up as Halloween. My friend and I, we rocked up at the office at 9 a.m. in our costumes. No one else is in their costumes. Fucking embarrassing. Whatever. Who did I choose to dress up as that day? Fucking Patrick Bateman. I have images. I'll send them to you. But like,
I'll send
it was,
I'll send you images of me last Halloween. I was Bateman. Literally like last year.
how did you? What was your costume like? What did you? What was your?
So I went with the. Actually, I can tell you right now. I went
I'll
with.
show you.
Yeah, I went with the. I got the raincoat because I thought that was the most iconic part. I think I had headphones on.
Oh fuck!
I think.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
here we go. Here we go. I did. So
I'll show you. I had a bloody
I'll try and show you that now. So that's me there. So I've got the. I only had a little axe. Oh, it's hard to see. You can't see.
Did you get?
I got the headphones on.
Did you get the blood splatter on the raincoat? That's the most important part.
I did on the top, on the shoulders. You can see it.
I've got to scroll back real far.
I'll send it to you. But yeah, no. That was what I went for last year for Halloween.
It's such a fucking good costume. So I had to obviously like change up because again I am a woman. But
You still had to wear the suit underneath it though. Like it was, I still dressed up. Like I still wore like a proper suit, and then just had the raincoat over top with the sunglasses and the headphones, and then the hatchet.
I had to. So what I did? What? Fuck me. Sorry, gone too far. Oh wait, no, I haven't. This is back in my corporate days. This was a fair while ago. So what I did was I went to Salvo's, got some like suit pants, but like obviously like, women's suit pants. I bought a pair of suspenders. I bought the blue striped top.
Oh, yeah.
I got the raincoat. I got fake blood, splattered so much fake blood over that raincoat. I got, oh, here it is. Fuck yeah, found it. I got the axe, made that, put a lot of blood on that. I got my mate, because at the time I was working at a fucking marketing agency. So my graphic design friend, I was like, hey, can you print out my fucking business cards for me? Print out like 20 business cards. I've actually, here's a photo of me with the business card. Like, I look so different, hey. Oh god, they're fucking horrid. Here's me handing out my business card.
Oh, fucking hey, there you go. Bang.
Yeah, so I'll find a better pic. There's a pic of me.
You had the red tie though. You had the red tie, yeah.
Yeah, I had the red tie.
I had the
See, I
red
was very-
tie. I didn't have the blue shirt. I had a white shirt, and I thought, fuck it, that'll do. Or maybe I did have a blue
Yeah,
shirt.
see-
Let's go blue.
This is See, no one put effort into their costumes. My mate I used to work with when he's a cowboy. Where's the creativity? Where's the creativity? Look at me.
He's
I
got
the axe,
boots.
I
He's got the hat. He's got the gun. He's clearly a cowboy.
Yeah, he's clearly a
People
cowboy,
would know
but
he's a cowboy before they knew you were Patrick Bateman, I bet.
I'm sorry. I'm literally holding an axe this big with blood on it.
Yeah, but people
I
like
know.
America's like still a niche movie though. It's still kind of niche. Like it's
Yeah. Look, as I said, I do like my niche stuff. What's another? So, I love Kill Bill. Kill Bill,
I hated it.
fantastic. You hated it?
I'm not Quentin Tarantino and me are not friends.
Okay, here's the one thing about Quentin I don't like. It's the fact that he's like, why must you insist on including? I know you have a foot fetish, but it's like there is just some scenes in his movie where it's like, that foot, really?
That
Out of
foot.
every foot you could have chosen, like,
Oh fuck. Nah, I'm seriously that guy that's so cliche when it comes to not cliche. That's not the right basic.
oh, you like Marvel? Do you like
Pulp-
Marvel?
Marvel. I'm not big
Yeah,
on the
you like-
Marvels, surprisingly. Like, although
Oh,
Captain
yes.
Marvel's my favorite, and I'm gonna marry her one day. But like,
Oh, Brie Larson.
yeah, bad. But I think most Marvel movies are actually shit. Like,
Thank you. Fuck
yeah,
me,
I like,
Jesus
I like probably like I probably liked 1 in every 5 or 6 Marvel movies, maybe. Like seriously, like I'm not a big fan of them. I think most of them are fucking terrible. But
Is one of those movies perchance Guardians of the Galaxy? Because that's the only Marvel movie.
it's pretty fucking funny. All 3 of them were pretty good, actually. All 3 of those were actually really good, and them in the Avengers, what do you call it, Avengers Infinity War and shit, was pretty fucking good. But
Was that because it's like all of them in the one movie?
Infinity War was fucking great movie. I gotta say that. Like, they built that shit up for like 12 years to like make it like
What, a big CGI
epic.
fight?
What was that?
A big CGI fight. That's what they built it up to.
I was all for it. I was all for that CGI fight.
Yeah.
It was like, it's like, fuck yeah. But like, no, but I think most movies I like now, the best movies I've seen in the past long time are probably the John Wicks.
Yeah.
But my favorite movies of all time are The Wizard of Oz.
Okay, yeah, go off.
Yeah.
Love that.
That's my arm. My
love
arm
that.
is all tattooed of Wizard of Oz. So,
Shut the fuck up.
yeah, you got the Tin Man as Terminator. Got the fiery lion there, and then I got the scarecrow there. Dorothy being a slut here, and then the sexy witch up here, and where's the witch? Witch is somewhere. Where the fuck's the witch? On the back.
Oh, show me this guy's witch, please.
There's the
What
witch.
the hell?
And then the Wizard of Oz holding the world there.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Let me have a look, please.
But yeah, no, Wizard of Oz is my favorite movie, and then The Fifth Element, that random 90s movie with Bruce Willis, and then like any Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Shut up.
Predator,
Good
Commando,
taste.
Terminator 2, fucking True Lies, I love it.
Fucking oath.
80s, 90s movies are like, they're all my favorite.
All right.
But I'll tell you what my low key random favorite film is Psycho, the 1950s version, black and white, fucking brilliant. Such a good film.
You are a film buff and you don't even know it.
I don't think I am.
You are.
I just said
You are a film buff and you don't even know it.
I definitely am critical, but like I'm not really. I also watched the Blade trilogy last weekend, so you know I'm still accustomed to crap.
No, I'm sorry, but the fucking Daywalker. Oh my god, so cool. He's
The
so
first
cool.
movies, have you watched them recently? 2 and 3 are fucking dog shit movies.
I'll stick to the first one, but
Yeah, 3's unbearable, by the way. 3 is unbearable.
Oh look, okay. This is a controversial opinion. I've watched Fight Club.
Great movie.
I knew, yeah. I think it was a shit movie for me because like I knew the twist beforehand.
Yeah, that'll ruin it.
Unfortunately.
That'll ruin it.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Like, it was good because, look, Brad Pitt's in it. And like you know, he's like a, I'm a dirty dog. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, he's hot as fuck in that movie. Yeah.
He fucks some. You know what I mean? Like he does a good job, but at the same time, I was like, You're insisting upon yourself. You know, have you seen that Family Guy cutaway where they're like all drowning and then like everyone's like saying their like last confessions, like, "Oh, I love you guys," blah blah.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
Peter Griffin, yeah, Peter Griffin's like, "I'm not gonna lie, I did not like The Godfather," and everyone's like, "What the fuck? Like,
Yeah,
why didn't you
yeah.
like The Godfather? Like, it's the best movie ever." And then Peter's like, "Lois, it insists upon itself." Just insists upon itself. I just feel like that's Fight Club. I don't know. I
Fight
don't
Club
know.
is so good. I think like Fight Club, like, all right, this is gonna be a really like rough thing to say, but like Fight Club's one of those things, right, where if I meet someone, another male, and they say they don't like Fight Club, I immediately feel like a better man than them. Like,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
I
well,
feel
look,
like Fight Club is the one and single only movie that needs to be built into a male's DNA.
Yeah.
I like, you
It
know what I
is-
mean? Like, I feel like
it's
any generic off the street
masculine.
male would like
Yeah.
Fight Club. So if someone doesn't like Fight Club, who's a male, like,
Yeah.
there's an automatic judgment. Like, there's
Yeah.
like, it's like, we don't need to breathe the same oxygen anymore. Get out of my sight.
Yeah.
Like, we're not
Yeah.
the same people. There's something wrong with you. Something's
Yeah.
wrong here. But
And look, here's
that's just
the
my
thing.
opinion. Because
No,
Fight
but you
Club
know
is
what?
the alpha male movie. It just is.
Look, I understand, right? Because that movie is literally just like, I think it just didn't resonate with me as much because I am a woman, and that movie is just pure fucking masculinity
really
throughout.
fucking
Like,
is, eh?
yeah, if you think about it, it's
Like,
literally a fucking Fight Club. It's like rule one about Fight Club: we do not fucking talk about Fight Club. Also, we fucking bash each other. That's like the most manly thing I've ever like.
and the
seen in my
only
life.
girl in that movie is like Helena Bonham Carter,
Yeah,
who's
yeah,
like
yeah.
like an off, like a, not off, that's the wrong word to use, but like a little
She's
left
not-
of center, like quirky person. Like they've gone for like, we're not going to get like a stereotypical like hot chick.
wait.
We're going to get Helena Bonham Carter looking like a junkie. Like,
Yeah,
and
but
that's the
hey,
only female in the movie.
Yeah, and you know what though, right? So at the end of the day, yeah, as a male, you're not going to approach a 10 out of 10 because you're going to be like 10 out of 10 unattainable. Most men do approach like a 7 to 8 out of 10 usually because it's like there's that element of approachableness. So it's like, you know, there's even like they've even incorporated that into the movie.
Yeah.
You know, they haven't got
Yeah.
fucking Margot Robbie. Oh, well, she wasn't a thing back then, but you know, they haven't got Margot Robbie being the love interest.
Yeah.
They've gotten like, you know, your average, like kind of quirky, kind of like, you know, not everyone's cup of tea girl in it, but it's like, you know, that's the realistic experience for men.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No,
I right,
that's
John?
it.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. Like, I just feel like, yeah, like I appreciated the movie. I just did not. And I also knew the spoiler at the end, which
That'll
probably
ruin it.
ruined
That'll ruin any
Yeah.
movie when you know the
Yeah,
punchline
exactly.
to something like that. You know.
Exactly. And look, I stood there. I watched it. Brad Pitt was there with his shirt off half the time fighting people. Like, of course, that'd be silly not to watch it. But
Brad Pitt, Ryan Gosling, or Patrick Bateman.
Okay. So out of the three, do we fuck, marry, kill? All right. So
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, even better. Yep.
I'd kill Brad. Sorry. I'd fuck Patrick because I feel like, as I said before, it's like
He fucks.
you're toxic. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
fucks
It's
in
like,
that movie, eh? And like get the whole.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Literally,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
got this fucking meme of like, all right, so it's like 3 panels. The first panel is of Pokemon plushies. The second panel is of Patrick fucking some chick, and it's that
The pointing
picture I was
scene.
looking-
Yeah.
yeah, and then it goes back to that fucking picture of the Pokemon plushies.
Fuck.
Fantastic.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a good meme. I'd fuck Patrick's because I know for a fact, like I've seen how he traces Reese in the movie, Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
He's always returning videotapes. I just couldn't cop that if I was married to him.
Yeah.
I'd fucking as for marry, I'd marry Ryan because he's literally me and I love myself.
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. He's a bit funny, you know. He's a bit quirky. He's good looking though, good at acting. He's literally me, you know. Who would?
Yeah.
So yeah, all right. Yeah, that answers your question.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck,
I would have to. I think I would kill Ryan Gosling.
What?
Probably fuck Patrick Bateman.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah,
the same.
yeah.
Marry
Yeah,
Brad
because I
Pitt.
think- Oh, you'd marry Brad
I
Pitt.
don't want to marry Ryan Gosling.
Why wouldn't you want to marry Ryan? Because Brad has had, if you
Brad's,
look at Brad's past,
yeah.
he's a bit of a rat bag.
He's a bit of a what?
He's a bit of a rat bag. He's been a bit of a
Nah.
rat bag.
He did it. Yeah, he's had a good line. He's had, what do you have? Gwyneth Paltrow, then Jennifer Aniston, and
And
then
then Angie.
Angie. And then now, I think now he's gone, he's done the full generic weirdo thing. I think he's dating like a 20-something-year-old, hasn't he? Isn't he now?
Good. Standard. But I'm just saying he's been a bit of a fucking rat bag in the past with like his previous relationship. He cheated on Jenny. I think something fucky happened with Gwyneth. I think he
100%.
fucked her friend or some shit.
But
Don't know what
he
happened.
got cheated on with, because remember he was with, oh shit, was it him? He was on a date with, you've heard the story about how he was on a date with Christina Applegate, and she ditched him to go have sex with the singer from Skid Row,
Weird.
Sebastian Bach.
Christina Applegate, weird move. Like
It's a bold strategy, Carton. Let's see if it pays off. Yeah. So she ditched Brad Pitt for the singer, for Sebastian Bach from Skid Row. Allegedly.
I just feel like Brad's a bit messy. You know, I feel like Ryan has a bit more stability. You know what I mean? I just if we're talking about marriage and relationships in a long-term sort of situation, you want to go with stability. You know?
Yeah. That makes sense.
But,
eh?
Yeah. So that's why I'd marry Ryan. That's why I'd marry Ryan. That's it. But again, he's literally me. So
I hope the marriage goes well for you.
yeah, look, it'd be nice.
Oh fuck.
I'd love to be myself. So you know.
Yeah, everyone always wants that, and everyone always thinks they meet their like polar opposite. Then you realize, oh no, we're totally different.
Yeah. Well,
but I also
like,
don't want to like meet that. I'm like, I think, do I want to? I'm like, I don't want to meet that Pokemon collecting. You know.
I'm the opposite.
You want to meet someone at the Pokemon collector?
Absolutely, I'm autistic as fuck. What else am I going to talk about? Like
everything. So far, we've covered beer, movies. You know, we've covered enough things now. You know, like you definitely got to chat about.
Yeah.
This is why I'm saying you should jump on the lives.
Yeah.
Like not straight away, but I think like once you jump on lives, I think you're gonna like really elevate yourself too. Plus, you don't have to edit. It's way quicker.
Yeah, and hey, look, and as I said before, I love a yap. I speak fluent Japanese. I feel like you haven't gotten a word in this entire podcast, and I just want to apologize for that.
This is your podcast, mate. This is like, you know, listen, I get to talk. I talk all day, all the time. I've said heaps, haven't I? I don't know. I've been.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I've talked fucking 90% of this time, just like, and just going on fucking blue waffles. Like, this is like I said this entire time. I'm also a little bit drunk, so
listen, it happens. It happens. I'm out of Johnny as well, which sucks.
What Johnny? Which label?
Gross Red. Someone left it at my house from New Year's, so that's
Oh, free piss. That's
hell
fine.
yeah. It was like but it was only like half a bottle, and I kind of like got up at last night when I was doing that last video. So, and then I finished it. I've polished it off now.
Yeah, there you go.
And then it's a Macca's run after this.
There you go. Oh,
yeah. Actually, no. Uber it. I'm not getting in the car.
Oh, hey, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I could literally be made. Like, I reckon if you like cut me in half, it would just be one big Macca's chip because I eat so much McDonald's. And I've made an active decision with myself this week. I was like, I'm not eating McDonald's. I'm not even joking, Jolie. I'm not even joking. Put this on the record if you want.
Yeah, it's being filmed.
Fantastic, because I reckon I ate Macca's minimum, absolute minimum, 4 times a week. Absolute fucking minimum. There was times I'd eat 7 out of 7 days of the week. I fucking love McDonald's, but I was like, hey, that's probably not a good lifestyle choice. Also, your cholesterol's high and you're only 27. That's not good. So let's stop. And I have not eaten McDonald's for the entire week, and I'm not even joking. That's a huge accomplishment. That is fucking huge for me. I am addicted to that shit. I love McDonald's so much. But man, America's run right now seems very yummy
Sounds
right now.
pretty
I'm not
good. I
gonna
mean, I will probably go a long
wait.
time without Macca's, but as soon as I drink piss, it's like my body's like, you want some
Oh,
nuggets, motherfucker. You want a fucking double quarter pounder with cheese and some fucking nuggets.
yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah, I do.
yeah,
Yeah, I do.
yeah. As the night has progressed, Jolie, and as I've had a few more drinks, the Macca's cravings have come on stronger than ever.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Just
I
give into it,
live,
mate. Just give into it. It's okay. You can
yeah,
always justify Macca's when you're hammered, right? That's how I always justify it to myself. When you
exactly.
eat it when you're sober, it's unhealthy. When you eat it when you're drunk, it's okay. Your body needs it.
Exactly. It soaks up the alcohol. Also, I live literally one. Okay, I'm really exposing where I live. I
Yeah,
live
I reckon we're
one.
about to figure out where you live by the end of this podcast.
Come, as I said, come, fucking fight me. I fucking towel all over you cunts. I literally live 1 minute away from McDonald's. And do you
Oh,
know what I do? Put this on the record, everyone. Put a fucking L in the chat while you're here, if you're here. I will Uber Eats that shit every single fucking time when I literally I will live 1 minute,
oh,
not even. I will Uber Eats that McDonald's every single time.
it's worth it. It's worth it. I've Uber eated places that were like really close before, and I never regret it ever.
You pay for the convenience.
Mate,
Get
I
it?
wish I had Uber when I was fucking like 19, 20, when I was like growing up. We're living in a bungalow with my like fucking two best mates, having to
No, you
fucking
don't.
walk.
You would
Fuck
have
yeah,
no
we used to have
money.
to walk to the servo. And then, do you
Mm.
remember servo chicken rolls? The fact that
What's
you've
over?
had to think about it means you don't remember servo chicken rolls. Okay,
Yeah,
that's like,
time before 7-Eleven.
was that
Is this the time before 7-Eleven? Like 7-Eleven servos? Because I remember when they came to Australia, everyone was like, "Oh fuck yeah, Slurpees!"
what? 7
You
Elevens
remember?
have been around since like I was like before you were born.
No, Slurpees
Yeah,
were like a new thing.
no,
Am I
you're
am I
tripping,
schizophrenic?
mate. 7 Elevens were
Um,
around when I was like 4 years old, and
I
probably before
swear,
that. Nah, man,
I
7 Elevens been around forever.
no, it's always been.
100%.
Oh, what the fuck? Maybe I'm schizophrenic or something. But like, I swear, I have this
No, we had that
memory in
shit
my.
when we were kids, man. We were like getting Slurpees when I was like 4 years old from 7-Eleven.
No, no,
Yeah.
what the? I'm actually a bit
Fact
concerned.
checkers. Fact checkers in the chat.
Yeah, okay, chat, can you please confirm or deny which we're okay, so I might have dreamt this, a fever dream maybe, I don't know. I fully remember this memory back when I was like 11 that like 7-Eleven rocked up to Australia and they were like opening stores and I was like, holy shit, I get to try a Slurpee for the first
That's only
time.
like
What?
15 years ago. 15 years ago, like 7-Elevens were 100%. Like, 7-Elevens been around for like 30 years, 40 years.
In Australia? No, I
Well, I've only lived in Australia and I've only had 7-Elevens near me when I was growing up, yeah?
I've literally only lived in Australia as well, even though my fucking parents are imports. Um, but like I've born and raised here. I swear to God, oh my God, guys, am I experiencing a real-time Mandela moment? Please
Yeah.
advise.
Yeah.
But like I swear to God, I swear on my fucking life that 7-Eleven was like a new thing, and I remember going, I am so excited to try fucking Slurpee.
Nah.
Am I wrong? Oh
Yeah.
fuck, I think I'm wrong.
Very wrong.
What?
Very so wrong. So wrong.
Chat, please advise if I have schizophrenia
I
or
will
not.
send you all the Wikipedia pages of like 7-Elevens in the eastern
Please, because
suburbs.
this is. I actually no, I swear. On
Maybe
my
it's because you grew up in the northern suburbs and they only just got like,
damn,
you
we
know,
had fuck all.
it could
We
be
had
that.
fuck all.
Because when I was living in when I was living in the north, like it took
Nothing.
ages for him to make like, what was it? Was it fucking Subway? It was ages old.
Oh.
Uber Eats didn't even come till like the last. I was in living in that house for like Uber Eats was a big thing. Everyone had it, and I didn't get it for like another year and a half
Yeah,
from where I
dude.
was in the north. So like, you know, the
Yeah.
north they're a bit
Oh,
behind.
yeah. Look, I had because like I live. Okay, fuck it. I live. Cunts, fuck yous.
Fuck
So,
man, it's like
so my mates who lived in
I'm gonna censor
Essendon.
that out.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck it. I'm gonna fucking kill you. So my mates who live in Essendon, which is like, you know, it's pretty. It's a fancy suburb. It's the fancy suburb in the northwest. You're
Mm.
aware. Essendon, you know, it's
Yeah, I used
like
to work in
million.
Tullamarine. I know Essendon. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Essendon is fucking swanky. You know what I mean? My friend's dad has an apartment in Essendon, and she'd always have like a free house because he had like an overnight job or something. And I remember like the Uber Eats at that area, that specific area. I was like, what the fuck do you mean you have McDonald's? What the fuck do you mean you have McDonald's? What the fuck do you mean you have fucking 300 grams burgers? What the fuck? KFC? What the Subway? I literally have the fish and chip shop at blanked out suburb. But like that's all I literally just had fish and chips. Like that's all the fucking Uber Eats I got. Anyway, I'm so glad the range has expanded.
Yeah.
I love
It is good. It's very costly and you know.
Mm. I gotta ban myself. I have to ban myself. It's fucking horrendous. And the fact that I live 1 minute away from McDonald's and I'm like, yeah, I'll fucking Uber Eats that shit right now. Like, like
Well,
that's
that's like the first thing I'm gonna do once I get off this is like order Uber Eats. Is I'm getting a double quarter pound with cheese, 10 pack of nuggets with
oh
sweet
yeah.
and sour
What's your
sauce.
Macca's order? What's your Macca's order? Everyone has one. What's your
Oh,
Macca's order?
so depending on how hammered I am, but like the basic one is I'll mix it up. I'll be like
Yeah.
double quarter pound with cheese with 6 nuggets, or just a quarter pound of cheese with 10 nuggets. But
Mm-hmm.
if I'm a little bit too spiced up and a little bit too hammered, there'll be an extra
Mm.
chicken burger in there as well.
Oh,
There's
we're
either,
the same person.
yeah, it's like you add the extra burger and then you regret it every time. But then there's
Yeah.
also my breakfast. So you know you said you were getting Macca's like 4 times a week. So
Mhm.
probably just about
Okay.
I think it was just after the TCG Collectibles Expo.
Yeah.
For the last few months prior to that, I was getting Macca's on the way to work every day, and I was getting the fucking what was it? The bacon. What do you call it? The bacon fucking. What do you call it? The bacon. Bacon and egg McMuffin, and then the sausage egg McMuffin. Yeah, so I get one of each. Yeah, and I was getting them every day, and like that's how I've got like managed to get myself super fat because I was actually looking at photos of the TCG, and I was like, fuck, I got fat. I gotta like ease up on this Macca's shit. So I haven't had any of the breakfasts in like since the expo. And
Yeah.
but yeah, fucking the breakfast. But if I go out
Yeah.
on the piss and like
Yeah.
you make it to the morning and then the Macca's is open, like it's like 3-4
Yeah.
hash browns, 3 fucking bacon. It's like it's disgusting. It's filth. But like that's just the reality of it. Like it's just like sitting there at the Macca's table with your mates, passing out, like smashing down hash browns, going, "What am I doing with my life? This is fucked." Surely I won't develop a fucking Pokemon fucking addiction at any point. This is living. But
But you know what? You know what? You know what? You know, I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I've actually forgotten what I was gonna say. I'm fucking pissed right now.
how much have you had?
Okay, so I've had
I'm gonna drink on more podcasts, I think.
yeah. Oh, this is full. All right. Hey, look, I just to preface, I'm a fucking lightweight, and also it's been a hot minute since I've had a drink. I have had two Carlton drafts.
2 Carltons, that'll do it.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
shit's
but then
like
I have
Carlton Draft is like and a Great Northern. Fucking that's a decent effort.
yeah, and nursing this bad boy. What's that? 1.4 standards?
That's like
Not bad.
5 whole standard drinks. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
hey, and look, I'm not gonna. Okay, so I went to a wedding this year. Sorry to yap. I went to a wedding this year. I had a can of wine at literally the wedding where they were doing like the I do's. They were handing out like cans of wine, and I happened to grab one, 2 standards in this little wine thing, and I was like, "Fuck, that's fucking shit. I fucking hate wine. Here we go." I had that, and I was like, already fucking because lightweight. I have a couple drinks at the pub between the service and the reception. Smash down a couple vodka lemon lime bitters. Fucking, it wouldn't. Anyway, get to the reception. The bridesmaids do their entrances. One of the entrances, they were like handing out, the song was playing. You know the song that's like, ooh, tequila.
Yeah.
You know that song.
It's
They
a
were
great
handing out fireball shots, and I was like, oh, I'll fucking take one, please. Smash down a fireball. Oh, free beer and wine at the thing. Yeah, give me that. Anyway, so it's like 6 p.m. at this point. I'm fucking off my fucking face. They're doing speeches. They're doing fucking speeches, and they're like very heartfelt speeches because, you know, it's a fucking wedding. And I'm here because they made the best nacho fucking, what do you call them? Like entrees? I don't know. They were handing out these nachos. I was like, man, these are the best fucking nachos I've ever eaten in my entire life. And people would nibble at them and they left them on the table. Throughout the entire speeches, I was going around tables, fucking taking off these half-eating nachos, fucking devouring them, chucking them in the bin. And then me and this other bloke who was just as pissed, like my mate's boyfriend, hilarious, by the way. So, you know, a speech would end and it would end on something very heartfelt. We're going around scavenging for these nachos. A speech would end and we'd be like, oh my God, where do we? Like just completely just fucked. My parents were at the wedding because it's like a, you know, a good friend of mine for many years. I go up to my mum and dad and they were like, oh, dude, you're pissed. And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm saying, what do you think? And they're like, you need to have a sleep in the car. I go have a sleep in the car. I wake up. It's like 10 p.m. I'm already starting my hangover. Like I've had, I reckon tops 8 drinks throughout this entire time. Like that's what I mean. I'm such a fucking lightweight. It's disgusting. Like the fact that I had 8 drinks, I'm fucking going around eating nachos, going yeah, and then like falling asleep in my parents' car, and then like experiencing the hangover on the night of the day I've been drinking. It's just horrendous.
Good wedding.
Yeah, feeling a little bit drunk right now. Yeah. And again, I haven't drank in ages, so you know, not used to it. Having a good time though.
Having a great time. Well,
I'm having a fit.
We can wrap it up. We've just spoken nearly been 3 hours. That was blurred out.
What?
3 hours.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
2 hours and 57. This is officially the longest podcast. You've officially overtaken Harry.
I love yapping.
W's in the chat.
Yeah, all right. Can I? Hey guys, if you're watching in the chat, please drop 1 million W's. Thank you very much. And I will ban you if you do not. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh my God, this has been so much fun. I love this podcast so much.
I know, right? I got a feeling now I'm going to do more on Friday nights with Piss. Like, it's a way better option.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a way better idea.
Yeah, oh mate, I cannot wait to see the final edit of this because I'm a bit fucking...
It's not going to be much editing, you know that, right? Like, it's going to be like, maybe your address, and then maybe... Like...
And then when I say retard, maybe? I don't know.
Nah, I'm leaving all that in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, nah, it's fine. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I think it was fun. Look, my digital footprint is fucked at this stage. Let's be real. Like, come on. I'm like,
oh, fuck.
Have you seen the shit I've fucking put?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've definitely left a footprint. That's all I'm saying.
That's all you need to do in this world, yeah? Is make sure you leave your mark. Leave your legacy behind, mate.
Yeah, and look, hey, I think because I've left that digital footprint, I'm like, well, fuck, I've left the footprint. I have to fucking get this going.
Let's go. A few more, yeah.
Yeah. With it, like, you know.
Let's dig this hole deeper. Let's see how deep we can get it.
Yeah, and I love digging myself holes. Don't you worry. I love making them deeper. So that's. I hope everyone enjoyed the podcast today.
I was gonna say, do you want to do a sign off? Do you want to like give yourself a last minute plug?
I would love to do a sign off.
Yeah.
Fellas and
let's go.
Okay. Hello, chat. Hello, chat. Where do we? Hope you enjoyed this podcast. You have gotten a very inside look. What the freak? Inside look into my life. It was a bit unhinged. Jolie, sorry for the 3 hours of footage. I love to yap. I've had a very good time. Thanks for listening. If you're still here, that's wild. I commend you. That's a
great
video.
sign off. Thanks, everyone.
Really?
That was that was good.
You.
SIX9TALES at YouTube and Instagram. Comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, literally, guys. And don't forget to click the notification bell.
W's in the chat.
Well, what the fuck am I doing?